Hey, hey, hello chat, hello. Hold on. Uh, okay, okay, I think you're double miking. I think I'm fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine. All right, chat. Hello, good evening, konbawa, or good. I guess most of you guys, like for like American people, and like NA people, it's like evening. No, not morning. Sorry. So, hello. Hope you're all doing well. I certainly am. Holy shit. Well, not really, because I'm moving. Well, at least I'm trying to move. Stuff is a lot of stuff is happening. Yes. So where is Karutsagi? I was not able to set up Karutsagi, Sachi. Not yet. Because I forgot I was supposed to stream in like an hour or so. Yes. OMFG, I had two windows open with the same stream. Oof. Hey. Look, that means 2 views. 2 live views, I mean. So chat, hello. So I'm pretty like the reception to the redemption of VShojo video was pretty good, I think, because I genuinely thought that it was not going to do well. Because I don't know, I feel like it wasn't going to do well because a lot of people still don't like VShojo, but I feel like it's enough. I feel like the impact that VShojo made in the industry currently is enough to make at the very least some people think that this is half right. Like even if you don't agree with a lot of the points that I say in this video, I think a lot of people would actually agree that I make some points even though they might not agree with it. Their image is healing. Yeah, I wouldn't say their image is fully healing, but it's like 80% there, 90% there or something. Yeah. Great VShojo and VTuber status feature vid? Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, and like, okay, we're going to, so I'm going to like basically like what I do for my or not really for my big videos, but for like my commentary videos going forward, I'm going to do a little like director's cut, like react to my own video and react to other videos. Because I just found, while I was opening like Opera, actually, I found this video getting recommended to me, and I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting, and it comes from a small channel too. So I feel like, I like supporting small channels. So we're going to watch this video afterwards. We're going to react to that as well, and some other clips that got recommended to me earlier. I tried HoloX Break. I did not that. I'm going to be honest, chat. I did not really like HoloX Break that much. I think it's because it's just not my type of game. Although it does feel very arcadish. I mean, HoloCure is also arcadish, but this one is like a different arcadish that I don't fully quite like. You know? Yeah. I think Gunrun helping Kuro out with his tax problem to be an excellent PR move. Well, it was for me. I think it's not. I think it's VShojo in general. It's usually, lol, recommended. It's usually like the members in general being helped. But I think Matara and Henya was actually like the biggest in terms of making their reputation be fucking like known and stuff. Yeah. Beat 'em ups aren't popular nowadays, that's fair. Oh, a beat 'em up. Oh, I see. Yeah. Wait, actually, I think I might have played a few beat 'em ups in the past. Beat 'em ups games. I think I might have actually played some beat 'em ups before. I don't recognize any of this. Yeah, maybe I just don't like that genre of games. No, I have not played any of this before. Nope. Yeah, no, it's just not my genre, I guess. Oh, is Sifu a beat 'em up? I don't think so. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've heard really good things about it. It's meant to be played with friends. Oh, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't have friends to like play games with, so teehee, I guess. Oh shit, where is it? Okay, we're going to open this now. All right. So, okay. Relatable Sag? Oh, come on. No, it's just that I do have friends that I can play games with, but here in the Philippines, it's just that the games that I play with are entirely different from the games that my other friends play with. Because I live or was raised in like a rural area of the Philippines, right? So whatever people play is shit like Crossfire or fucking Dota 2 or like you know, those sort of games, like Kalia games. And I do play those sorts of games before, but it's just that as I grew older, like I think it was around when I was like 13, 14, and I actually had like I started exploring 4chan and all that sort of stuff, my interests like pivoted. I started playing stuff like League of Legends. I started getting into The Witcher, Fallout 4, you know, Assassin's Creed, games that are not for people that can afford it. That can't afford it, rather. Counter-Strike. Yeah, Counter-Strike, stuff like that. I haven't gone into League of Legends, Mobile Legends yet though. Yeah. Well, PH is like Russia with playing Dota 2 like crazy. Yeah. So Dota 2 is actually way bigger in the Philippines than League of Legends. Like there was this fucking like bro, Dota and League in the Philippines was basically Hololive versus Nijisanji. The Philippines has more Dota 2 players than League of Legends. So it always seemed like Dota 2 was the clear winner. But globally, of course, we know that globally League of Legends was way better. And not way better, way bigger. But it's just that Filipinos just refuse to eat the fucking truth that League was just objectively a more successful game. I don't know about being more better though. I feel like League is my type of game because I like games that require me to act fast. So like, you know, League of Legends, I like playing Terra. Bro, Terra was my favorite fucking MMO. Solely because of the fucking combat system. The combat system of Terra was absolutely wild. And my favorite, I think I mentioned this before, my favorite class is Ninja. Because Ninja required me to play super fucking fast, required a lot of reaction time, even though my ping was constantly 200 ping. I fucking wanted to play this fucking game, man. And it's sad that it's fucked up now. Like, yeah, there are private servers, and I did get into private servers, but it's not the same anymore. I have to fly to the Philippines next week. Ooh, oh shit, Lord. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hey man, look. I mean, I'm not in Manila, so I can't necessarily give you a tour, but like, yeah. I hope you find it fun in here. Everything's a lot cheaper though. You don't need to worry about money. Is Zian ready for a new ID? Idea? Naruto kid. I don't know. It's just what are other games that are like Terra? Generally games that need me to be fast, like need me to like input, like has a lot of reaction because it's just so stimulating. That's why I enjoyed League of Legends more than I enjoyed Dota. Stuff like that. Dragonest. Oh, Dragonest was one of them, yeah. I remember my Dragonest days. Wait! Luan is a fucking bro, you're Filipino? I did not know you were Filipino. Oh my god. That's so fucking cool. I'm not in the know. Elsword. Yeah, Elsword is included, I guess, yeah. I mean, maybe not included, but like, Elsword was one of the popular ones, yeah. Okay. We're getting a little bit too, like, sidetracked here. Let's actually go to the video. Don't tell anyone. You're bro. I know how hard it is to be a Filipino in the internet these days. Look, your secret is safe with me. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do a little director's cut. Oh, there's a shit ton going on with VTuber agencies right now, and every single one of them are trying a lot of new and interesting things to make themselves be known. Newer agencies have developed their own strats, different from that of... So what did I mean by that? It means that everyone is literally trying to copy Idol's strat, which is spam YouTube shorts and... Like, spam YouTube shorts with the same editing style as Rin Penrose and Yuko and a lot of the other girls, and also get watch-alongs that are less than strategically viable. Like, I see the value of watch-alongs, but I feel like you have to be a lot more strategic as to how you want to target the people that's going to be, like, streaming the people that watch it. Streaming the VTubers that are gonna watch it, you know? Yeah. The meta needs to change again. Yeah, I think so, yeah. The meta is currently 2 years old, so I feel like everything needs to change again. Explain the shorts meta. Bro, I think the short stuff is actually nerfed now. Like, shorts are not that popular anymore. Hold on. Shorts algorithm boost or something. Yeah, like the shorts algorithm has changed. So it feels like it's not the same as it was back then. Like, that's what I've heard a lot. And it seems like a lot of the articles here are actually agreeing with it. Months ago. Yeah, months ago. It got actually almost a year ago even. Yeah. Because, I don't know. I don't even like shorts, to be honest. I feel like they're too brain rotty for me. Miori's shorts is also way lower now. I can see that, yeah. Because shorts are really only good for getting, like, I don't know, inflating your subscribers and like getting your name out there, but it doesn't, like, the translation of that. We've talked about this for like what, for the fourth time now. We've talked about this, analyzing like Rin Penrose and how she regrets doing YouTube shorts and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Now you need to do social media explosion. Not even that. Twitter, chat. Twitter is fucking useless when it comes to exploding in YouTube. And you know what? I myself is also like not a victim. Like, I was also a beneficiary of that. Before I exploded when I exploded on like YouTube, I was never even on Twitter even. Like, I was just posting fan art and like random tweets about my Oshis and stuff. But like, Twitter is basically useless when you want to be a VTuber. That's why the only reason you want to do Twitter is engagement bait and like to get for clout chasing reasons. That's literally it. In terms of like the algorithm, the Twitter's not gonna help you get into the algorithm, brother. Rima actually exploded on YouTube without even Twitter's help. It doesn't really, it's not that good. Hololive and Nijisanji, each with varying levels of success. Future agencies are going to copy those strats and improve upon them. Future agencies are also going to do the same. Copy them, etc. Yep. Fact is, while some people have different strategies, different senses of community, different modes of operations, it can't be helped that a lot of them feel the same. That's so true. That's so true. God, I was so based for saying that. I feel like that's something that a lot of VTuber agencies would actually get offended hearing. Say, them being heard, hey, aren't you just trying to do what Nijisanji and VShojo is doing? And then they're gonna come up with all sorts of excuses as to how they're different, but fundamentally they're not. Yeah. Didn't Rima say you could get Twitter monetization? You can, but I don't want to. Rima and I had this discussion. Rima really encouraged me to like exploit Twitter's monetization because it's very easy to be on Twitter now and like just post random stuff and get money. But I'm like, but is the money worth my fucking mental health? Look, bro, I'm already fucking Menhera enough, right? Being on Twitter all the time and doing tweets 24/7 and doing engagement bait is probably going to take a massive toll on my body and on my brain. It's pretty fair to say that a lot of them are basically just trying to do what Hololive and Nijisanji is doing, filling in the same niche, and pretty much is also trying to fight for the same market. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Sorry for pausing. Every agency right now, even if you're not like in the know with what a lot of okay, here's the thing. Even if you're not in the know with what a lot of people are doing behind the scenes, you kind of get the impression in the sense that everyone is trying to vie for the Niji market. Because Nijisanji lost a massive portion of their market, and we can see that via their like viewerships and all that sort of stuff. And we have gone through their fucking viewerships, their concurrent viewerships, I mean, like in a couple streams ago, and they're basically like fucking falling off. Everyone's trying to capture that now. Yeah. Didn't you already engagement bail for free? Yeah, I do that a lot. It's daunting to give new agencies a shot when most of them feel the same from everybody trying to copy Holo. I don't see. So there is actually somebody that's trying to vie for the Luxium market, and that's what's their name? Hold on. What the fuck is their name? First Stage Productions. Yes. Thank you, chat. First Stage Production EN is basically trying to be Niji EN. Look, they even have the same... Look, chat. They even have the same format and everything. The same, yeah. But their marketing is actually pretty smart. They knew where their target demographic was, which is on Twitter, and they hit heavily fucking on Twitter. They fucking targeted Twitter like a motherfucker. First stage. Yeah, first stage. Hello. Hi, Amiki. Wait, is that Ollie but as a guy? Sort of. Yeah, I saw a lot of drama. Well, not a lot of drama. Some people Twitter, like brain rot, thinking that this guy is basically just copying Ollie. What's his face? What's his name again? Roscoe Graves. Yeah. Roscoe It's basically just fucking Ollie. But male, I suppose. Which is, I think, I actually think the design itself is pretty cool. I actually like this design. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think Ollie's design is way more unique. But I think this is more well put together, in my opinion. Yes. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Charlie Spur. GEN won't collapse until Scarlet leaves. If Scarlet leaves, it's over. Not really. I don't think so, Charlie Spur. I think a lot of people really like Scarlet. But if we look at her viewers, it's not that big. She makes a shit ton of money. A shit ton of fucking money for GEN right now. But she's not that big. She's not that big. Not really. Again, I'm not trying to be mean here. It's just that if Scarlet leaves, a lot of the people that still like GEN that are from our crowd, they're gonna leave. Yeah. If Rosemi leaves, yeah, they're gonna fucking leave either. Because right now, the biggest market that GEN has right now are basically the women. So if the women leaves, that's when it fucking dies. Yeah. Yeah. If Vox, Elira, or Ike leaves, it's red. I think if Vox leave, bro, if Vox leaves, that would be like if fucking Gura left. That's the thing. If Vox leaves, it's over for Niji. She liked by tourists who don't stay to watch streamers then. So that's part of the problem, Book Wizard Q. Yeah, a lot of people want to say that they support and like Scarlet, then they don't watch her streams. That's not me, by the way. I actually watch Scarlet's streams. So I don't call me a hypocrite. I mean, everyone is a hypocrite to a certain extent, right? But not me regarding Scarlet. I actually do tune into fucking Scarlet's streams at times. Not all of her streams, obviously, because this woman is fucking addicted to streaming. Practically streams every day or every other day, and I don't have time for that. But I do catch the occasional streams when I see it. Yes. Outside looking in. And it's not that I blame them. The VTubing market, whether that's on YouTube or Twitch, is so small compared to regular streaming that it's hard to sell yourself as unique anywhere, regardless if you're in an agency or not. Thus, it can be difficult to watch, but she does a lot of baiting and GFE type. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've said this before. There is nothing wrong with GFE and like baiting. There's a line that you shouldn't cross when it comes to that sort of content, but inherently, there's nothing necessarily wrong. Not really. I don't think so, at least. A lot of people demonize GFE, and I feel like I'm part of the problem there. It's because a lot of my previous videos also kind of demonize GFE, but because I was ESL and I was not able to convey the thoughts that I wanted to say properly, I feel like I was thrown in there. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think GFE is okay, but it's just that there is a line you really shouldn't cross, and that if you get into GFE, you should know you should know where you're getting into. That's it. Really refreshing when other V is not GFE. I mean, she's not necessarily GFE, but like she's super parasocial. I think, look, I mean, let's not lie to ourselves here. Scarlet is like super parasocial. I think she's actually more parasocial to her fan base than her fan base is of her. At the very least, she's a lot more engaging than other streamers in EGEN. I have never seen so much fucking dedication that she has towards her own fans. Like, I think she actually rivals Kiara in a sense. Yeah. Like Kiara and Scarlet are just as parasocial to their fan base. It's super fucking cute. But to a certain extent, actually, you know what? To a certain extent, it kind of becomes GFE. Kinda. Not really, but kind of. Yeah. VTuber agencies are actually trying to do something new, even if those new things are outside the comfort zone of some people. I mean, I don't know about you, but to me, a little shake-up to make things spicier or interesting will always be a good thing. Although, unfortunately, most people don't have the same opinion. Change is scary. New things are scary. what if it ruins the thing that I currently like? Yes. The fact of the matter is, people don't want the things or the content they like to change. Most people want to consume the content as it is. A little adjustment on an aspect or two, but not a little too much. Yes. This is the conundrum that a lot of fans have with VTubing and its content, especially if they're traditionalists who prefer the Eastern-centric side. And this has always been their problem with VShojo. It's a culture war thing. Up until last year, a lot of people dislike VShojo because of a culture issue. I don't know if a lot of people want to say it, but it's like I think a lot of the hate towards VShojo. I mean, obviously not all of it, right? I do think there are genuine criticisms that I also kind of dislike about VShojo, but a lot of the issues that a lot of people have against VShojo are politically charged. By the way, the Fomoko rip-offs from Niji, your thoughts? So, here's the thing. I think it's okay for Niji to do that because Hololive also ripped off from Niji-sanji once. Well, not once, it's a lot. Like, Hololive ripped off fucking Niji-sanji a lot. And I do actually kind of a little bit get into that in my next video, which is a Niji-sanji Indonesia video. So I think Niji-sanji doing that is not there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. I feel like it's only fair. And it's a concept that's already been done in Japan. That's the thing. Like, duo VTubers, it's like unique and like because of Omoko, it's seen as this one fucking it's seen as this thing that everybody wants to do now. But in Japan, no, that has been there for a while now. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. Is VShojo woke? It depends on your definition of woke, I suppose. I guess a lot of people in VShojo would be what a lot of people consider woke. But me personally, I don't really care. Like, I don't really care about... So here's the thing, chat. There's an entire debate about whether or not you should ignore the art, whether you should separate the art from the artist, right? And while I do see the cases where I don't think that you should be able to separate the artists and the art, like 70 to 80% of the time, I do separate the art and the artist. So, in my opinion, I don't care about your political leanings. I don't care about your fucking whatever. If your content is good, then I will like you as a content creator, right? If you're a bad person but a good content creator, I'm still going to watch your content. Like, who am I to fucking not... Like, I don't know. I feel like I really don't want to morally grandstand. I'm just fucking one person here that just wants to be entertained, right? It really does just boil down to that. So, I couldn't care any more or any less if fucking VShojo is woke or not. Are there any hot ID or PH VTuber agencies? So, the most popular, I think, in ID right now is Maha 5 or Maha Panka. They're like the biggest because they have like one of the biggest VTubers, Andy Andinata and a few other people. In PH, the biggest VTuber agency there used to be Cometa. But there was an entire fucking drama where the CEO turned out to be one hell of a weirdo and it fucking like collapsed the goddamn company. It's I feel like I should make a video about it soon enough, but yeah, whatever. I'm not saying you should care, but if you signal woke, it's like calling the Eye of Sauron and you're under a microscope. I suppose. I just don't really care in general. AKA Virtual is actually bigger than After Holo right now. Isn't AKA... Hold on. AKA Virtual is technically Japanese. So that's the thing. I know that AKA Virtual is like massive in Indonesia, but they're technically Japanese. Like they're based in Tokyo. But they are actually kind of relevant because some people that are from Niji ID are currently in AKA Virtual. Like, was it Siska Leontine? I forgot. I think it was Siska Leontine. Yeah. Hold on. Let me think. I don't want to mislead anyone. Was it Siska Leontine? Chat, are any of you guys in the know as well? I think it was Siska. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, it's Siska. It has to be Siska. Yeah, it's Siska Leontine. It's this person. Yeah. Tier that was. As VShojo, despite their member count being perhaps the lowest in the EN scene right now, has arguably spearheaded the most changes in the EN industry. Standards that, you may like it or not, is slowly making its way throughout the industry. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my 4th VShojo video. Look, chat, look. It's actually a fucking wild ride. My fucking previous videos about VShojo. The first one is the absolute state of VShojo. This was like the peak of where everyone hated them. Because this was when, I mean, I uploaded this video after Kson joined. And I saw the reception. And I saw how people fucking hated them. And I wanted to explain why people hated them, but I couldn't really put it into words, and I was actually just trying to tiptoe around the actual reason. So this video is not actually my proudest work. I don't know how it got 200k views though. Second video is last year, 2023, when we genuinely thought it was over for VShojo because 3 members left: Nianers, Vebe, and Silverveil, right? And then I made is VShojo better now, which is basically just trying to explain like the sudden uptick in positive reception. And then now we're talking about the full down redemption. And I genuinely do hope this happens to fucking Nijisanji. I honestly do. ESL, yeah, it's pretty much my ESL issues, yeah. It's been since I made my first one. You know, I'm hoping I'm able to make a video for Nijisanji EN like this, like 2 years from now. Unfortunately, they just don't. Fake Nosagi, you still tiptoed around the stuff in your latest video, though? We'll see about that. I don't think I tiptoed anything, though. I don't think so. Before we break down why VShojo had a redemption,
Hell yeah.
we need to talk about
This is so
why
funny,
they
by the way.
needed to be
This is
redeemed
actually
in the
fucking
first
funny.
place. Because outside the fan base of the already established members, a lot of people generally did not like them or was indifferent towards them. There were 4 interconnected reasons: Twitch culture, talent freedom, members, and nepotism.
There's a misinput.
Twitch VTubing is different from JP Vtubing. While JP Vtubing essentially started from the likes of Kizuna Ai and Otaitas and Vocaloids, Twitch VTubing started off differently. Fragments of ALN and the VR chat community. Remember this, chat? Remember this? This actually preceded VTubing. This was when before VTubing exploded. This was actually when I started getting into VR chat and I started joining my friends, like doing VR chat stuff. Like I was just on their Discord sitting. Hamburger Country, yeah, nice. Some from facecam streamers and random shitpost servers. It's essentially East versus West. Eastern-centric fans value professionalism, being off politics and kayfabe, restraint. The West side, while they value professionalism, have a bit of a problem when it comes to restraining themselves. A lot of them also integrate and freely talk about their political beliefs, of which some are against the values of Eastern-centric fans, like their perception of lollies. And a lot of Twitch VTubers give fuck all about kayfabe at all. Given that most VTuber fans, at least from what I've seen based on sheer numbers, are actually traditionalists, it makes sense that a lot of dissent or indifference against VShojo was a little louder than general praise. Why do people dislike Fruit that much? Okay, so there's actually multiple reasons. So, for one, a lot of people absolutely dislike the fact that she has a relatively controversial past regarding something about husband, blah blah blah, that sort of stuff. But I think I think that's actually just a supplementary reason. I think the biggest reason is because she is super fucking loud when it comes to politics. And it's politics that a lot of people really like. I think somebody asked earlier, right? If VShojo was hated for being woke. I think Fruit is actually perhaps the biggest reason for that. Fruit is why a lot of people think VShojo is woke. She just doesn't care. She just freely talks about her political opinions openly like that. And while, you know, that's I don't really care about that, honestly. It's like, yeah, it's whatever, honestly. Like, I'm not really that much of a fan of you, so like I occasionally watch your clips, I guess. But I wouldn't say I'm that big of a fan, so I'm not really turned off doing the shit that she does. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people really, really do not like about how Fruit goes about that. And right now, last year with the Wizard Game saga, Fruit accidentally added more ammunition to the people that, well, not accidentally, she did it. She made a choice. So Fruit actually made gave more ammunition to the people that already disliked her by promising to donate to a charity that supports the mermaids, right? To like trans people, a trans supportive movement, I suppose. But then there's like a lot of allegations and like really shady stuff about mermaids as a company, and until now she has not donated that 50K that the money that she promised. So it's like a lot of people genuinely see Fruit as disingenuous and a grifter. Yeah. I think that's basically the reason why. Did she went against? Yes, she did. She went heavily against the against the wizard game. Excuse me. Charlie Spur, thank you for the super chat. I remember one time you said Fruit is objectively hot. My question is, how can you tell under that makeup? I mean, I don't know, man. Every VTuber and every woman in the internet does not post a picture of themselves without makeup. So it's like saying Pokimane is attractive, but hey, let's see Pokimane without makeup. It's like, I don't know. Like, come on, you look at this and you don't think she's pretty? She's pretty, bro. Come on, right? And she's fucking gothic. I have a weakness for this sort of shit, man. Come on. Stop calling me out. Fuck you, Hound. Yeah. In fact, certain people hate Pokimane is attractive. No, I'm just using Pokimane as an example. Pokimane, I think, is cute, but she's not the type of cute that I'm attracted to. Because the type of cute that I'm attracted to is this kind of cute. Look. All I'm saying is that this sort of shit makes me weak, okay? It really does. Hated the culture of VShojo and its members, so much so that even Kason, one of the most respected figures in the industry and formerly Hololive's Kuryo Coco, received backlash when she joined the agency. One of the core appeals of VTubing to a lot of traditionalists is because they're I agree, but stop self-reporting. Streaming cultures. Bro, I self-reported a long time ago when I said I was super horny for for Shiori. I don't think it's like a secret that I actually genuinely do like my goth girls. They're just more interesting. They're like fascinating creatures. I want to study them. Especially that of Twitch. There were soft rules. Cultures that was alien to the West. The parasocial element and idol culture was something everyone agreed upon that needed to be checked, but it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. So that is important. That line is important. Parasociality and idol culture is something that needs to be checked, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I made a fucking very successful video about this, by the way, about like parasociality and how I basically came to the conclusion that parasociality goes both ways. It's both a good and a bad thing, but for the most part, it's actually a good thing. But we hear so much horror stories about idol culture and parasocialism being bad that that's all we hear about. I think that's what's happening. It was part of the magic and the passion. Those, alongside kayfabe, was something to be respected. And people struggled to even reacted to the yeah, I remember. I fucking remember. Like how Twitch streamers were going to understand that. It's why there was even skepticism even during Holomyth's announcement. And the fact that a few notorious Twitch VTubers and their fans spit at these notions, it enforces their beliefs. Which conveniently leads me to... Calm down! You calm the fuck! So, freedom, just like everything else in the world, is not necessarily an ultimate good. It's a scale. Freedom means you can do everything you want, and while that's generally framed as a good thing, most of the time, it includes bad things as well. Less freedom has its own drawbacks and good things. On one hand, it forces you to be much more creative with your content, allowing you to actually stand out from your peers, and it rewards ingenuity. It allows you to be a little bit more productive PR-wise as well. So, okay, so this part is like a bit of a case-by-case basis. Because it depends how restricted you are. Because if you're just fucking locked down, like literally like not allowed, super fucking, the bureaucracy is fucking up over your creative stuff, that may choke you. But if you're restricted in certain senses but not in others, and you can somehow try to bend the rules a little, it will actually show off. It's why people really like Coco and Selen a lot. Because even with the restrictions that Hololive and Nijisanji set, people got the sense that they were absolute powerhouses and they stood out because of it. Something to strangle you back from saying or doing stupid shit. But on the other, it easily burns you out and takes away a lot of the fun of content creating.
it takes a very much massive toll on your soul and your passion. More freedom is the same. On one hand, you make whatever the fuck you want to your heart's desire. You're prone to stagnate and not have anything that can force you to be creative if you aren't already creative enough.
This is a problem. A lot of streamers and content creators think they're entertaining and say they want to do the things that they do. And look, I do respect that, right? As a streamer, you do whatever the fuck you want. You will always have an audience and there will always be people that will find it enjoyable. But do not get surprised if you fucking stagnate. Because that means that you may not have been as entertaining as you thought you were. A lot of streamers, I'm not talking about VTubers, by the way. I see this actually more in streamers than VTubers. A lot of streamers just don't have that personality. They really don't have that, like, you know, that charm, that spark.
But also,
React
you're prone to
content,
making
Black?
mistakes, especially...
Look, here's the thing. I like React content. I enjoy watching React content. So, it only makes sense that since I like React content, I like to make the type of content that I also watch. Teehee.
in the PR sense. And in the internet, you make one mistake and you're dead to a certain group of people. What's that saying? You can build 100 bridges but suck one cock and people will remember you as a cocksucker? Yeah, something like that.
That is
While
so true.
Hololive and other agencies was criticized back then for having way too much restrictions, the inverse applied to VShojo. In the creative aspect, they were criticized for relying too much on toilet humor and sex jokes. In the PR aspect,
This was big, by the way. A lot of people really, like, there's a reason why people call VShojo like a bunch of whores, right? Right? And it's because a lot of people genuinely found that a problem. Really. Like, Iron Mouse, I think, has actually, like, addressed that complaint about VShojo once.
we have situations like the Nuxtaku drama. It really,
Watch
really
Turkey
impacted
Tom's
VShojo's
video if you
optics
want
for
a
the entirety
summary.
of 2022. Although a lot of the PR hate for VShojo, from what I've seen, and you can correct me if you think I'm wrong here, is politically charged.
Yes.
And if you know
Politically
how much
charged.
a lot of traditionalists feel about politics in VTubing, then you know how bad this can go. Especially if the politics they endorse are
I know
not,
an Aswan quote when I hear one. Wait, what did I say?
not what
Wait, what
certain
did I
people
say?
believe in. Nepotism isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of
Yes.
pros and cons, of which we won't get into this video. And a lot of people have thrown VShojo this criticism. And
What does
I think it's
VShojo
not
have to do
necessarily
with Nux?
nepotism itself that people
Watch Turkey Tom's video. Turkey Tom's video actually summarizes it really well. Yeah, that was actually the reason why in 2022. So the Nux and VShojo drama happened in 2021, but actually that is like a very big reason as to why VShojo was so hated in 2022. It was a massive PR disaster for VShojo, especially because they gangbanged Nux publicly. I mean, some members did apologize, but a lot of others did not. Yeah.
dislike, it's the consequences of nepotism. I mean,
A lot of VTubers are anti-LGBT. That's not necessarily true. It's half true. A lot of VTuber fans, I mean, a lot of VTuber fans are actually very accepting of LGBT people. But only to a certain extent, of LGBT people. Specifically lesbian and gays. Everyone else aside from lesbians and gays and maybe pansexuals, that's where they start getting indifferent. And I think that's a pill that a lot of people won't want to swallow. Yep. They're LGB, no T. Yeah. No, anything beyond T. Wait, what does B? Yeah. I think people in general are okay with pansexuals though. Yeah.
some people do generally think that nepotism is a core reason. Even I have expressed that I did not like this aspect of the company, that they only platform people that were already established, especially because they had this whole audition call back in the past, which misled a lot of hopefuls that they might have the same opportunity as everyone else. It's that deception that made them think they were actually going to take new people in. Instead, they only took in familiar acquaintances of theirs, making it feel unfair.
Yeah.
But the more I browsed through countless critical points and criticisms surrounding VShojo, the more I realized that, again, it's not necessarily the nepotism itself, it's the consequence of the nepotism. There's this popular phrase that was being thrown around.
What I don't get of the Nox Taco drama thing is that Nox say they talked and we're all okay, yet people still keep angry forever. You can't. So, here's the thing. I think it's understandable that Nox's fans are actually very upset because after the VShojo drama, Nox's channel, like main channel, actually got nuked. Like, Nox was averaging a shit ton of viewerships back then. But after the drama, it got torpedoed. Hold on, let me see. Look. We'll make a comparison here. We'll actually just do it on stream right now. So, when did she get... Okay, this was beyond... Okay. Take a note of these viewerships, chat. 800k, 400k, 600, 1,600,000, like, relatively speaking, like 400k above, right? And then he got cancelled, which is somewhere around... Not this one. Was it this one? No, I don't think it's that one. When was it? No. Okay, yeah, after this one. I think it was after this one. Okay, look at this. 200k, 200k, 100k, okay, some 500ks, 300k. So it started lowering, right? And then, boom. It started lowering and lowering and lowering until here we are. A lot of them aren't even breaking 100k views anymore. She got torpedoed. Noxanor is more the main channel than Noxtaku now. Yeah, and I understand why. Noxanor is... I actually want to replicate something like Noxanor. Nox got a partial Sayu treatment where a lot of people didn't want to associate with him even though he was factually in the right. I mean, that's actually part of the reason, like part of the discussion we had earlier in the last stream about how like Iron Mouse is so scary. Not because Iron Mouse will fuck you over or anything, but just because if you slight VShojo and someone as fucking kind and like wholesome as Iron Mouse, a lot of people will automatically hate you. Yeah.
Then I hope your Oshi joins VShojo. The sentiment, in my interpretation at least, is that they're going to be over-reliant on sex jokes, sex appeal, toilet humor.
Nox wasn't in the right? I don't know. Looking at after looking at what actually happened, I think VShojo was more. It wasn't VShojo. It wasn't any of the talent's fault or even the gun run's fault. It was because of one guy that managed to like, you know, do a little miscommunication. You know, yeah, sure. One could interpret as fucking Nox. One could interpret what that guy said as allowing us like not necessarily a yes or a no. But it's just that if it's a situation like that, I think you pretty much have to like choose your words carefully. So the fact that they said, we're not gonna stop you if you upload this video, I think that's, I think that's a mistake. If it's something as sensitive as that, you have to really be stern about your wording. So I really do think that's actually on VShojo's part.
Become generally a bitch or mean and be associated.
I think at a certain point, to a certain extent, Nox did fuck up. He did mess up. I don't think there's any like argument about that, but I think it's VShojo that fucked up more. Not really VShojo, the company, but like the person that was, you know, the miscommunication that happened there. Yeah.
Hated or be just as disliked as the people that they already disliked in the company. It's an entire problem that actually just relies on public perception of the members rather than anything that VShojo.
I hope your Oshi joins VShojo is now a dream
because
true.
They dislike a lot of members, they don't want their Oshis to be associated or close with those members. So if you've been around for some time, then I don't need to tell you that not everyone in the company is disliked.
Of course.
Iron Mouse, for example, is universally liked. But there were all sorts of reasons as to why certain groups and lots of people did not like certain members, or at the very least was indifferent towards them. The target for a lot of people's dissent, however, were mainly three people, Vebe, Nianers, and Fruit.
So, no, actually, yeah. I think it's generally these three people. Yeah.
Nyaners because of her past in 4chan and her stance on lolicon being PDF files, something that most VTuber fans fiercely disagree with, and given that she herself has a loli avatar, lots of people labeled her as a hypocrite. Although it's a design aspect that has noticeably changed over the past years.
Yeah,
Vebe because
yeah,
she threw
Nyaners really wanted to step away from the lolly branding after the whole stuff.
shade at Hololive, threw shade at Shiley, and to a lot of people, she came across as generally a mean person. Although she and Shiley seems good.
I think, okay, so this part. I think I actually like the fact that Vebe embraces that she's a bitch. Vebe pretty much accepts and knows that she's a bitch, and I actually respect that more.
And
I mean, she already has done that, honestly, in the past. Like, she has always kind of half acknowledges that she's a bitch, but like, she's a lot more, how do I want to say this? Like, puffing up her chest about it now. Like, yeah, of course I'm a bitch. What are we gonna do about it? Like, you know, I respect that a lot now.
due to her past and recent actions. And then sometime later, these members left.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of them at least. For contractual reasons, they said. It was in early 2023, following the Wizard Game saga, and it worsened the agency's already mixed reputation, especially since the departure heavily implied that their behind-the-scenes relationships may not be that good, that VShojo may not have been as united as previously thought.
Are you and Mousy still friends?
This was big, by
I've
the
seen
way.
this question a
A
lot.
lot of people, like, a lot of people actually also kind of have threw shade at, like, Silverveil for this because she left in the most ungraceful way possible. Yeah. This
In the
was
chat-
painful. There was 3 more clips. Like, there was 3 more clips about, like, what's his face? Silverveil saying, yeah, Connor's not my boyfriend, like, heavily implying that, like, there's something between Iron Mouse and Connor that, like, probably got in the way of something. Like, it's pretty weird. Yeah. She just left in the most ungraceful terms. That's why a lot of people didn't like it.
What is a friend?
It also sparked rats, much to Vei's request that the contractual terms and financial prospects might have not been that great now. A lot of people, including myself, thought that that incident might have been it for VShojo. If Iron Mouse actually left, who said that at the time she was still negotiating contracts and it bred speculations that she might leave, VShojo would be dead.
Yeah.
But they had a little surprising comeback sometime later in the form of Henia.
This was when it
formerly
started.
Hamano Pikami, the subject of the Wizard Game saga and the indie that everyone in the EN scene generally loved.
So,
This-
oh, what? Fuck. Go back. Hey. No, not this one. Go back. What the fuck happened? What happened? Did I click on something? Okay, here we
Alright,
go.
so there's
Okay, go back.
a
Okay, rewinding it back. Okay.
of the Wizard Game saga and the indie that everyone in the EN scene generally loved.
The indie. Bro, I said the indie. I fucking forgot that Pikami was from Voms. Oh my god. Somebody actually called me out on this on the comment section. Yeah. Yeah.
This served to lighten the
Oh
dark
shit.
clouds about the
Andre, thank
agency.
you. How are you doing, Nosagi? How is it going with the no politics rule? Yeah. Even I have actually kind of half thrown away the no politics rule, huh? I mean, yeah. I feel like at this point everybody kind of has thrown that away now. Yeah.
It wasn't enough.
Thank
then
you, Andre, by the
Kuroke,
way.
Madara. Then they helped Mint, formerly Pomo of Niji-en, and then Michi, and perhaps more in the future. So, Bunnyfucker, what changed?
Madara.
So they-
Yeah, so a lot of people in the comment section were actually kind of like confused why I kept calling her Madara. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay if you don't watch my streams and understand the context behind it. Mint? Yeah, Mint is not actually part of VShojo. I mean, that's why I did say then they helped Mint. Like, Mint is obviously not part of VShojo, but VShojo is helping Mint.
They take in a few talents from a company branch that was on fire. Was that really enough to change their optics almost entirely? And the answer is,
Yeah.
yes.
Vibes.
Hanya was the start of this cultural shift. After they adopted her, it seemed like the company generally felt much more positive and wholesome, even if they did rely on toilet humor or was intrinsically nepotistic or other problems that a lot of people still had. The talents that they adopted afterwards, especially Madara, seemed happier, especially because they left a company that
Look, I'm so brain rotted in my own fucking mispronunciation of my names. Even on my videos, like I fucking write on the script Matara, but I always keep reading it as Madara. It's actually fucking weird now.
They were unhappy with anymore.
Yeah.
The sole fact that these new VTubers were much more positive, had a much more radiant aura, regardless of their content, was just contagious. Their appreciation for where they were now exuded this wholesome air than before they were there. That's the power of vibes. When people are generally happy with where they want, the fanbase can feel it. Even if VShojo's contractual
She already
terms remain
did,
the same,
Suki.
even if the internal environment were the same, even if the members are not as united as they portray themselves as, sheer vibes make them feel better. And in my opinion, I think that's pretty much the biggest reason. Yes, I can say all sorts of things, like the fact that a lot of agencies were exposed and were compared to them,
Yep.
all sorts of things, which are
See the Nijisanji logo?
agencies were exposed and were compared to them,
This was so cheeky from my end.
all sorts of things, which are good reasons, don't get me wrong, but vibes was fundamentally why public opinion turned around.
Yep.
And I think that's important for any agency in the industry now. Even I find myself actively looking to see what
I
they're up
actually watch more Madara now than before. Like, yeah, as Nina, I did watch her a little bit. I occasionally tapped into Nina. But right now, I fucking find Madara. Like, I actually catch myself actively looking up Madara.
to
Yeah.
these days. An agency doesn't need to tell people that they have much more to offer or that they're better than the
Chat, Mika is... Chat, look. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Mika is pretty much Niji En. Yeah, sure, she's Niji ID, but she's Niji En. Let's not lie to ourselves. Michi is Niji En. Come on.
their competitors. As long as people can see that their VTubers are content and are being taken care of, that's really all it takes to be generally smiled upon. VShojo pretty much has embraced the fact that they're exclusive and that they're a retirement home for VTubers. Yes, they do a lot of toilet humor. They scrap their audition model, it seems, and to me at least, they're trying to say that there's nothing wrong with that. And in a way, I respect that a lot better. A key part of VShojo's visuals,
But
and their
Mika
teasers and
wasn't
media
managed
is
by
their
NGN?
invitation letter
Mika was not managed at all. Come on, bro. Come on.
that you are invited to be part of this certain group. And I think that's telltale of how they want to be framed and what their operations look like. VShojo is exclusive, where only people that
Yep.
they are associated
I
with
actually like this, by the way. Like, I actually just catch that now. Maybe them being exclusive was actually the game plan all along. And we hated them for the wrong reasons.
can be invited. VShojo is not your standard agency, so I've realized some time ago that because they're not like everyone else, I think they shouldn't be viewed with the same lens as everyone else, for better or worse. Their model has inherent flaws that are traditionally other agencies' strengths, such as their PR management. They have strengths that others view in traditional VTuber agencies as flaws, such as the fact that they can bring back beloved VTubers and let them keep their IP. For a long time now, people, including myself, have criticized VShojo using traditional agency
Were they managed in
standards.
the first place?
And
Niji ID,
I've come
yes.
to realize that because they're different,
Niji ID had a good manager. But we'll see. You'll see more of that in my Niji Sanji Indonesia video coming soon.
perhaps I should stop doing that. Because again, they're not a traditional agency.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to stop judging them with traditional agency lens. When people talk about VTuber agencies, VShojo pretty much becomes the exception, in my opinion. I suppose that begs a question. What sort
Is
of
their PR a weakness considering they have less controversies than the other agencies? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I genuinely do think so. You know why? Because it's so fucking easy to remember, and people already don't like them. I think so. Yeah. Here's the thing. When Hololive makes a mistake, Hololive has a little drama or a yab, right? Because a lot of people already like Hololive, when they make a yab, a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, I mean, of course, mistakes happen, yeah, that sort of stuff, right? Like, yeah, it's unavoidable. Oh my god, this is so unfortunate that this happened. But when a mistake is done by people, by a certain company or a certain individual or figure that is already generally disliked or had like a mixed reputation, people will dislike you even more. And while I think that's unfair, you have to play by those rules. Because that's how most people think. Yeah.
That's why brand power is so important as an agency. Because if you're a VTuber agency that has super strong and positive brand power, even if you fucking terminate like one of your VTubers that are beloved, there are still people that are still gonna watch you and generally will stop caring after 3 months. Right? Like, what's a good example here? Let's say Anya Melfisa, for example. If Anya Melfisa fucking gets terminated, or no. Actually, no. Let's use someone else that's bigger. Let's say, Reine. If Reine gets terminated, bro, people are not gonna fucking remember in like 3 months. I'm sorry. That's how it works. You know why? Because they don't care. You know why they don't care? Because people like Hololive more than the actual individual members. People respect the brand Hololive than they respect the brand Anya Melfisa. Anya Melfisa is just part of the brand. They take off that one part, the whole of the brand is still the same. That's how it works. That's why brand powers works. And it's a little weird, but that's how it works. Like that, I think that's the uncomfortable truth that a lot of people don't want to consume, don't want to believe, or rather would not like swallow. Yeah. Mel? Bro, I think Mel is actually kind of a decent case study. Right? And even like Sana to a certain extent. How many of you guys still fucking remember Mel? I mean, of course you remember Mel, right? But how many of you guys still care? How many of you guys really care? I imagine like what, 5% of you, 10% of you? Let's be honest with ourselves here, chat. Yeah, we can say, yeah, I miss Yozora Mel. I miss the time, like Hologen 1 is not the same without them. And you know what? Yeah, 100%. I loved Mel, right? But I'm not that distraught that she left or that she got terminated. Like, let's be honest with ourselves here. Like, it's actually kind of disingenuous, the fact that a lot of people would actually start pissing and crying that one of the people from their favorite VTuber agencies leave. Right? I think it's a bit disingenuous. You can feel sad. Like, people feel sad. People will have this little heavy stench in their heart. But that's gonna go away in like 2 months because you're off to consuming another content creator that's probably roughly the same content creator, the same VTuber that you like. Like, that's how people work. VTubers are fucking replaceable. They are. A lot of people don't want to swallow that fact. I care. I still mad at Holo about it. Yeah, chat, of course you care. A lot of you guys still care. Most of you guys don't. That's what I'm trying to say. You think companies will ever trade VTubers like sport teams to trade players? That would be wild. Yeah. That would be wild. Everything goes on, Porter. Yeah, that Porter Robinson song is pretty wild too. Pretty good, I mean. Of lens and standards should we criticize and gauge VShojo's performance and influence with, if not under traditional agency lens? They're pretty much the only agency in the EN scene that's like this, so there's nothing to compare it to. The closest we can compare it to is content houses or influencer networks who really only take in established creators like FaZe Clan or OTK. But in that case, can VShojo really be considered a VTuber agency? Creators like FaZe Clan or OTK. Why did... Oh god, hey editor, you made a mistake! It's not... I mean, I guess offline... Actually, you know what? OTV also kind of applies. Even then, the Mel thing was on good terms and Cover even considered letting that slide. I mean, yeah. I'm not trying to argue, like, the public perception of how Mel got terminated. I'm just saying, like, the concept of a VTuber departing from a certain brand and how it affects their brand power as a whole. It's not that much. Unless it's actually, like, big players. Like, yeah, if fucking Gura leaves Hololive, yeah, that's gonna fucking hurt Hololive a lot. It's probably gonna look very bad on Cover Corp. Hey, but in that case, can VShojo really be considered a VTuber agency at this point? If they're the only agency that's like this, then are they really what we consider a VTuber agency? I will let you ponder on that question, but for the sake of this video, which is already coming to a close, I'll still
Yeah,
keep calling
VShojo
them
is
an
not a
agency.
VTuber agency.
I said this.
Yeah, they're not a VTuber. That's like the conclusion. That's ultimately what I'm trying to say in this video. VShojo is not a VTuber agency. They're like a talent management group that just happens to have VTubers. And I think there's nothing necessarily wrong with that.
Is a while ago, but the reasons why disliking agencies with fewer members like VShojo compared to Nijisanji or
Have you
other
been watching all the new Goob streams? I watched the recent one, the Miku stream. I made a tweet about
with a lot of members all has to do with scale. Because of VShojo's small scale and interconnectedness, you dislike 5 members of VShojo, you hate a significant percentage of the company, compared to, say, Nijisanji, who has infinitely more members where it's easy to avoid the people you don't like. Unlike Niji or Holo or other traditional VTuber agencies, management is not something people can criticize VShojo for because we don't feel the arm of management getting in the way of what the talents can do, say, or dictate, or what their content will be like. In fact, the lack of that arm was what
For some people, hating one member of VShojo is enough. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's so hard to hate on VShojo as a whole because they have fewer members. Aside, compared to Nijisanji, where hating one member is ultimately negligible. Because there's just so many members of Nijisanji or Hololive that if you hate one person, it's so easy to avoid them. It's so easy to like disregard that one member and still like the brand as a whole. For VShojo, because there's only like, what, 12 talents or something? Actually, you know what? I don't know how many talents VShojo has. But because of that, it's so easy.
Disliked. The metric to judge VShojo's optics, whether or not you like them now, is really only their culture and the members. The members just learned to not cause or incite situations in recent times.
This is important. This is important. The members actually started shutting the fuck up. And I think that's a good thing. Oh my... Chat. Shutting the fuck up is so good for PR. Know when to talk. And know when to. And,
well, that...
oh God, okay, yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Like that former Niji members have testified about their experience in their former company. This was essentially why the nepotism that a lot of people have given them so much flack for in the past has actually become a good thing.
Yeah.
In the past, people disliked a fair few of VShojo's
Okay, listen
members.
to this point. This is actually very important. This is very important because this is pretty much the main like thesis of the video.
As people dislike a fair few of VShojo's members.
Hold on.
Has actually become a good thing. In the past, people disliked a fair few of VShojo's members. Nepotism essentially meant that they were automatically included or associated with the bad connotations that hung over those disliked members. Now, the nepotism is being perceived in a better light because it saved beloved VTubers from their past agencies.
Everyone likes the VShojo nepotism now. Or at least is willing to tolerate it. Everyone, like... It's become a good thing now. Because of that reason. That's the main thesis of this video. That's how VShojo got redeemed.
Given them a home and now gets automatically included with those.
It's called saving now? Yeah, it's called saving now. It's no longer nepotism.
Vibes. I think other VTuber agencies should be afraid of VShojo. That VShojo can easily snatch their talents if they make those talents unhappy and decide to graduate. Provided, of course, they were friends with VShojo.
Yeah, the retirement home shtick actually became like a positive thing now. Like, you know how back then people used to call simp as a bad... Like, people used to use the term simp as a bad thing, and now it's like a good thing in VTubing. It's kind of weird, but like that's how language works, I guess.
Of strategic importance to the company. VShojo's complete flip of optics is proof that any agency can make a comeback with the right decisions. Right now, all sorts of downfall stories plague the scene because of what's happening. But when you're down, there's really nowhere to go but up. These circumstances prove that falls to rise are possible as well, and in this industry, that sort of hope can do more profound things to people and agencies than one can realize. I did not like a lot of aspects from VShojo back then.
I actually was very vocal about this. I was very vocal about not liking a lot of things about VShojo.
But again, now I find myself rooting for them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, steal more talents from other agencies. Yeah, threaten the big players. Force them to be better. Be the enemy. a lot of players in the scene think you are. I genuinely do think that Hololive and NijiEN, HoloEN and NijiEN considers VShojo a threat. And I think that's a good thing. I don't think Mint is gonna join VShojo. I mean, like, VShojo's already helping her. Maybe for, like, good relationship terms, I suppose, but maybe not. I don't know. I really don't think so. Niji more than Holo? Oh, yeah, of course Niji more than Holo. But even then, right? Even then, the reason why Holo has such good PR is because their members are able to shut the fuck up. They have actual good PR training. Niji-sanji does not have a third wrangler. So that's why it's so easy for us to shit talk Niji-sanji. Chat, we don't know if Hololive is actually like very good behind the scenes as much as we think they are. I'm not saying that Hololive is bad. I'm just saying that we don't actually really know. Right? But even then, I think that HoloEN will still consider VShojo as a threat. But again, more NijiEN than HoloEN. Yeah. I think she'll eventually join VShojo or another agency, but probably not for a year or two. I think, yeah, I guess it would just depend on the things that mid-main would need. Like being an indie is super hard, chat, and that's coming from somebody that has actually helped and seen a lot of indies struggle behind the scenes. It's very hard to be an indie. I can see why people that have been wronged by other VTuber agencies still want to join other VTuber agencies. Because it genuinely is just that hard. Managing a lot of things as a content creator is so hard. I mean, that's why a lot of Twitch streamers and YouTubers actually have teams behind them that they hire, right? But because VTubers are not usually able to do that, because they're much more smaller in scale and they don't really have that kind of money, they would prefer to have a like VTuber agency instead. I think the only person that actually has a team behind it is fucking Amalie and Dokibird. I mean, obviously they're not the only people that have like an actual full team behind them, but they're the most popular examples right now. Yeah. Mint is not small. Mint is relatively small. Like, the thing about chat, here's the thing. This, in terms of the general content creating sphere, is fucking nobody. Mint is a nobody when we compare her to the greater content creating sphere. In VTubing, she's big, but generally speaking, this is not enough. The numbers that she makes here are not enough to be able to afford a full team. Yeah. Filian? Yeah, wait, yeah. I guess Filian is a big example, yeah. But Filian has, like, mythic talent, though, that, like, helps with that shit. So, maybe not, but at the same time, yeah? Yeah. Look how much Bao has been screwed over. Would it have been happen if she was part of an agency? Being an indie stuff. Exactly, Pale Ash Assassins. Exactly. Even then, right? Fucking Amalie got screwed over by... What was it? What? Yeah, even Amalie was fucking scammed. Yeah. By Copio merch. It was named Copio merch. It's so weird. 1 million is half somebody in YouTube, Preston Sagi? Yeah, I would say so. 1 million, even then, right? Even if you have 1 million subscribers, not many people, you are, how do I want to say this? Yeah, 1 million subscribers is relevant. That's the thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Oh, Bao is an indie? Yeah, of course Bao is an indie. What do you mean? Oh, wait, not this. Excuse me. Shy Lily fucking bought a part of Gamer Subs, so I think she is... Shy Lily is big. I don't watch too much of Shy Lily to say that she's like big, if she has a team though. Does she have a team? Wait, does Shy Lily have a team? Actually, I don't know. But I imagine a lot of these big Twitch streamers though. Oh, she has 1 million. Yeah, she 100% has a team. Shoto probably also has a team, obviously. Oh shit. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I guess Cinder or yeah, a lot of these Twitch VTubers do. Twitch EN VTubers, I mean. Yeah. DN have a team. Nope. I have 2 editors and me. That's my team. Yeah. Yeah. I do wish I have somebody that I can actually just fucking hire for like research purposes though. Because a lot of the time, right? I know when I make my videos, chat, I usually like know the direction of the video that I want to do. But I want to hire other people to find like the receipts and the screenshots and the links. But it's very hard to find somebody that's willing to work with me that's just as in the know as I am. Or is at least, or at the very least, is able to do like research and is able to work and is like willing to work with me. Right now, because of how busy I actually am considering hiring people to actually fill in the Discord stuff. So in my Discord server, you can probably see that I have an archive channel, right? Where like happenings in like certain months are like archived. But that's not being updated because I am so busy and I think I'm at the brink of just actually hiring people to do it. Ain't I supposed to be moral degradation? Nope. Teehee. How much are you paying though? I don't know. That's the thing. I've never had employees before. I don't know. Hire Parrot. Hire Kyo. He needs money for gacha. Edit and research, like Mudan for TTT. Just research. Like find the appropriate links, find the screenshots, find the articles, find the comment section, find the threads, those sort of shit. Phase Connect is also growing really fast. Don't you use the research channel in Discord? I do. I do sometimes, but sometimes it's not not sometimes. It's usually not enough. Actually, wait, I haven't used this for a while now. Yeah, yeah. But it's a current happenings for now, DN? Yeah. Hire C people for cheap labor, lol. Yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. I'm Filipino. I have all the rights to hire fucking Southeast Asian people to get much less expensive rates. I wanted to do that even. I looked up VRabi. Holo EN fans now watch more Phase more than EGEN at this point. Holo EN fans now watch Phase more than EGEN at this point. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Because a lot of the people that that Holo EN fans aren't there anymore. A lot of the people that Holo EN fans watched were pretty much Rosemi, Pomu, Salen, and a few other people, and now they're gone. So yeah, not really. How long do you conduct research for every video? So a long time, honestly. Again, I know what I'm looking for. I can input in the keywords, but sometimes I have to translate those keywords. I have to fucking find the appropriate screenshots, the appropriate sentiments, that sort of shebang. I agree. I mainly watch Holo, but when I don't, I do like catching some Phase streams. Yeah, man. Yeah. Invader auditions? Okay, I actually saw Phase Connect auditions though. Yeah. I saw that Phase Connect was handling auditions. Here we go for Invaders. Wait, is it for Invaders?
Your dreams or passion projects from...
No, I don't. Oh no, I don't think this is Invaders.
Want behind the scenes?
It has the Invaders. It has the Invaders hashtag, but it's not Invaders. It seems.
Help for merchant conventions to help you focus on making fun content?
Wanna connect with a hardworking group of girls in the industry?
Phase
in to Face Connect!
Oh, Pandora Pan. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Do you just want information and don't need me to write a research paper? Yeah, I pretty much am the one writing the research paper myself. Yeah.
So Face Connect includes an urge to show coffee sales, plushies, merch, and voice packs. prolonged exposure to phases in may result in unsafe mercury levels and many fish.
Yep. Oh wow, did they push this, or did they put this in an ad? That's a lot of viewers. That's a lot. Idol's in trouble with all those graduations. Rin also underperformed compared to her subs. I mean, Rin underperforms to her compared to her subs, understandably so, because of YouTube Shorts. That's actually compared to Idol's audition call. So 238k. How about Idol Corp? What about their audition call? Because okay, wait, no, this is not. Did they not release their audition call, or was I just hallucinating? Oh, okay. I guess they did not release an audition call. I see, I see. You passed it? I don't think I did. This is not an audition call. This is a Gen 3. A Gen 3 release. Wildfire. Yeah, I don't think they're having an audition call. Is Idol Corp good? That's up to you, brother. Generally speaking, I like the talents, and I like what the company is doing. It seems like everyone is being treated well, but a few other people don't have the same opinion, especially because of recent events and stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything. I wanted to compare their numbers because I wanted to gauge the interest of these fucking corpos. FaZe spent like 15k on each member before debut for Gen 3. I mean, it's so fucking wild, bro. Like, I hear those numbers, right? And I think, wait, you don't need to spend that much money to be a content creator. But then I remember, oh yeah, Vtubing. Yeah, as a Vtuber, you kinda have to spend that much money, huh? If you want like a decent model and everything. Interesting. So it's kind of, I don't know, like sometimes, right? Sometimes I take a step back from VTubing as like a culture and as a micro agency, as a niche of a niche. And then I realize that there's a lot of cultures in this industry that are actually like weird. And I think that's one of them. Being gatekept, having to spend 15k or something for a good model before you actually become an actual, like, relatively decent looking VTuber. Jesus fucking Christ. Did you see the debut trailer for FaZe JP? I did not see that. So, in general, I'm really not interested in looking at fucking FaZe or not FaZe JP. I'm not interested in looking at like JP Corpo branches right now because I don't have the time anymore. I kinda wish a VTuber wave or group just debuted that is full on D&D party, kinda like Tempus, but more basic class. Curious. VLR CEO mentioned that just because they are an agency means artists will overcharge for models. Oh yeah, no, 100%. That happens. Like if you're there's an agency, there's a corporate rate and there's an indie rate. And you know what? I respect the hustle. I may not agree with it, but I respect the hustle, you know? Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you spend if you have no substance. Yeah, that's the point of an agency. Because there's a certain expectation when somebody joins a VTuber agency. Because when a VTuber gets into a VTuber agency and is debuted, it comes with the expectation that, oh wow, this girl or boy must have been the best among like the literal thousands that applied for the corpo. I will have high expectations and think that this model is worthy of being theirs. Like, a lot of people don't want to say it, But that's actually a thing that happens. So that's why like it's a lot of heavy pressure and a lot of VTubers. It's a big pressure even. Yeah. I wonder what the Iron Mouse rate is. Iron Mouse, I don't know. Iron Mouse, yeah, I don't know. Small corpos are on danger of collapsing anytime. I don't think it's fair screwing with them. I suppose, yeah. You know what the technique is there? Fucking hire Chinese, Korean, and Japanese artists. Or Southeast Asian artists. Or even European. Or like any other country. Any other artists that's not from NA. Because chat, NA artists fucking overcharge like a motherfucker. And I get it. I get that this is their full-time job. And being and living in the US is like fucking painful. And they have bills to pay. And all these sorts of shit. But if I was a fucking CEO, I would just fucking get somebody to fucking hire like JP artists, man. They're just cheaper. There's a reason why a lot of VTuber agencies right now are actually reaching out to JP and Chinese artists more than EN artists. Because they're cheaper. It has actually better quality. Or has at least comparable quality. Yeah. A Vase JP member is their fastest growing talent. Actually, you know what? Let me look that up. That's interesting. Okay, I guess they have a JP branch. Okay, which one of this is the... Oh, Clara! Oh, it's Clara! Yeah. I've seen some of her clips. Oh, yeah. This makes sense. I think she's a fun VTuber. I feel like she really fits into Phase Connect, it feels like. Yeah. I don't know, when I hear Clara is more EN than JP, to be honest. Something like that, yeah. You know, the first thing I hear when I see the word Clara is that whole fucking... Not, like, was it a Valorant cheater? But like that one guy that had wall hacks. She is, bro. You're missing out in Phase Connect. You can't blame me. I barely have time to... I have like, what? Like 12 VTubers that I need to catch up on. And some of them are like Phase Connect members and some of them are like indies. Yeah. Some people just don't have the time to watch all VTubers. Like, I don't, like, back in 2020, right? Back in 2020, I was able to watch, like, fucking 30 VTubers in a week. New VTubers. I'm not talking about recurring VTubers that I watch regularly. I'm able to sift through a shit ton of VTubers and, like, subscribe and watch them all consistently. But that was because I didn't have school, I didn't have work, I didn't have this YouTube channel, I didn't have any responsibilities. I was just a fucking depressed pile of garbage, sucking up degenerate shit and masturbating to hentai. That was all I was back in 2021 and 2020. But right now, I have, like, responsibilities. Yeah. So it's rough. I feel that. Hey, hell yeah, man. Oh, you're a VTuber fan? Name all VTubers. Bro, I used to be able to do that back then. Before these fucking small corpos started popping up, I knew every single VTuber that was at least relevant. Obviously, I don't know the one view nobodies, right? Oh god, that's so harsh. Sorry. I don't know the one views. But like any VTuber that was above 10k or 5k subscribers, I knew them all. Or at the very least have bumped into them and I knew that, and I was familiar with their name. Yeah. Excuse me. Crusher had problems with EN artists as well. She has bad luck when it comes to artists. Luckily, one of her fans said, "Screw it, I'll do it," and made a model for her. So, I think was it Coefficient that actually made a recent tweet about this? So, we all know that artists make or break the VTubing industry, right? They're basically the pillars of which this fucking industry stands. But a lot of fucking artists in here are fucking vile people. They will outright scam you or douche, or like I don't know, they're weird. Like I have my fair few experiences with actual artists that have fucked me over. I have, and it's so rough. I got scammed out of $200 once. Holy shit. Kersha hates EN artists. I completely don't blame her. Because a lot of my problems with artists are also EN artists as well. I have never had an issue with a JP, CN, or Korean artists. Never. The slightest so the slightest issue that I have with with a CN artist was mostly because of like language barrier stuff, but they're normally very like when you see that they have a mistake, they will do their best to like fix it and stuff. And it's because they know that a happy client is a returning client, right? Especially if it's from EN, especially if it's a market that can potentially bring them new eyes. But EN artists, I feel like a lot of EN artists rely on the fact that people are just gonna come to them because of convenience. And like Coefficient actually made this up. This is not Koe, you will not cause controversy by saying something that everyone already secretly knew. And I wish more people did this, by the way. I wish more people said things that everyone kind of knows but refuse to say. I hate that. I hate that sometimes. And I do that. I'm a hypocrite when it's in this regard. I say that I hate it when people don't say things that everybody is thinking, but I do that myself for like self-preservation reasons. But yeah, a lot of artists are so fucking weird and I hate them. I really do. I have an artist blacklist, chat. I have an artist blacklist. I do. Jesus fucking Christ. Some artists who did work for PC are now talent. That's understandable. Yeah. Can you show us? I'm not gonna show you. I don't want to harass anybody. How long is the list? Like 14 people? Yeah, probably 14 people or something. Yeah. No, you're good, Lowood. You're good. It's just that, yeah. If an artist doesn't have a public commission queue, it's a red flag. Yeah. A Trello is probably something that a lot of artists just kind of have to get. A Trello. Am I good? Of course you're good. Come on. You made me free shit. Of course you're good. Only 14? Well, look. Only 14 sounds really small, but that's actually a lot. 14 people on an artist blacklist because they're fucking a mess to work with is actually a lot when you think about it. Yeah. 40 times got scam. 14 times because one of them refused to like give me updates after pinging them for entire months. Some of them are people that actually just like, how do I want to say this? Some of them were artists that I tried to come in. They said I was going to they like basically misleading people and all that sort of stuff. And then the others are people that have God, I don't exactly remember like the details of what happened. I purged that memory out of my memory hole because it's like wasted space. But yeah. Bad reps. Some of them have good rep. Quote unquote good rep. You lose money on all 14. I lost money on like 10. Yeah. 10 people. Like how many I want to estimate. I want to give an estimate as to how much I lost. People need to start calling out these artists so others don't get scammed. Well, and fortunately, I guess, there's a lot of Twitter callouts when it comes to artists. There's a lot. If you're in the indie side of things, there's a lot of callouts. Like a lot of Twitter people actually just call out like bad artists or artists that have very terrible work ethic. Yeah. A lot of artists are fucking entitled. That's the thing. Yeah. Onosagi, remember the drama that NA people, well, generally Western people, not saying all, boycott Filipino artists when our new president was elected, and now NA artists are being worse? I think I vaguely remember that, yeah, but I don't remember the detail. Hot take, I hate it when people put mental health as a reason to not follow deadlines repeatedly. Like, if you can't handle the stress, stop taking in more clients than you can handle. That's common sense. That's not even a hot take. I think that's common sense. But I understand why you think that's a hot take, Black Sheep Boy. Because in the VTuber industry, everyone looks at artists as if they're fucking gods. Because again, I do agree that they are the pillar that holds up this industry. They are. But there's like a fair few bad apples in there. They really do. I once bought an OC from someone to get another artist to draw them, but they had a falling out, so I had to cancel the commission. Holy shit. Yeah. They were saying Filipinos were fascist and supporting fascism. Oh, yeah. Okay, that I remember. That's a politics thing, though. I don't think it has to do with people being like genuinely having bad like art ethics and stuff like that. They're not gods, and I'm tired of pretending they are. Yeah, a lot of artists are entitled. They are very fucking entitled. You know, it's both sides sometimes. Oh yeah, no, 100% Sachi, 100%. I have seen, there's also like a lot of horror stories from like artists in Twitter where like people were like just outright scamming them. Fucking charging back on PayPal sometimes and all that sort of shit. Like some artists actually getting like losing a lot of sleep and getting in debt because an artist fucking, not an artist, a client fucking scammed them out of a big commission. A commission that they like banked on to be like their fucking lifeline for a few weeks or months. That it happens a lot as well. Yeah. There's enough artists out there that if you mentally can't do your work, you are replaceable. Oh no, chat. Here's the thing. Every single one of these artists, every single one in the entertainment industry or even in the VTubing industry are replaceable. VTubers are replaceable. VTuber agencies are replaceable to a certain extent. Right? Like Hololive, VShojo, I don't think they're replaceable at this point. Yeah. Artists are replaceable. Riggers are replaceable. Asset makers are replaceable. Everyone is replaceable. It's why people with big egos in here are gonna have a very, very rough time. Like, just because you have, like, what, fucking 200k followers on your shit doesn't mean you're a big shot. You are easily replaceable. Even Iago, I mean, I did say to a certain extent, right? Maybe that's just me being biased. Remember, I'm a VTuber and you will regret this. Yeah, I remember that. Fucking old. That's like ancient Firefox. That's like 2020 fucking V-Twitter bullshit. Holy shit. Oh, what I meant was that they were artists claiming that people were pulling out their commissions and even painting the artists in a bad light. That also happens. Are you replaceable? I'm replaceable. Of course I'm replaceable. Yeah. Chat, eventually, I'm gonna disappear, or eventually a lot of people will do the same things that I do and will like that content more to a point that people will actually just forget about me. Look, it happens. That's not even a person, that's not me being Menhera, that's not me being like doomer about it. I'm just being realistic. Everyone is replaceable. He is replaceable by his own AI. Oh, fuck, man. Holy shit, yeah. Shit. Oh my god. Yeah. Have you seen some of these artist takes about Lola Shiley drama? They're all artists need to make VTubers sorry. I don't care about the Lola Shiley drama, honestly. I think it's pretty funny. Like, my take is that it looks a little too similar to Shiley. But I'm not, like, who cares? Okay, maybe that's a little too insensitive to the artists, but my take is that who cares, right? I mean, if Shiley isn't upset about it, or whatever, if no, like, you know, if the people around me, or the people that I look up to, are not that upset about it, who cares? That's just me. I live in my own lane, chat. I'm not gonna fucking morally grandstand and cancel somebody just because they looks the same. You know? If it, like, you know, I'm the first one to admit that I have bias. I only really care deeply about drama if it happens to my community, it happens to me, or it happens to the things that I like, or it happens around my friends. That's it. If some fucking random indie that I don't even know has this very, like, terrible thing that happened to them, depending on what that drama is and the extent of what happened, I'm not gonna care. Like, that's how everyone operates. Like, people shouldn't pretend to care. But in this internet age of being, like, proactive about literally every single social, cultural, or political issue, everybody wants to feel relevant. Everybody wants to feel like everybody wants to feel like they're part of something, that they're supporting something. I don't like that. I disagree with that. I think you're just pretending to care. You don't actually really care. You just want to feel good. You're not allowed to not care. Yeah. You're not allowed to not care, exactly. That's what a lot of people have the mentality on. And look, to a certain extent, that's toxic at the same time. Like, if you don't care about anything, you're part of the problem and you're actively making the world worse. That's an argument that I think is valid to a certain extent, but at the same time, not really. But we're not gonna get into that rabbit hole right now. I feel like that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to talk talk about with Rima on stream, or somebody that I'm gonna debate on. I feel like somebody that can challenge me on that mindset is a good thing for me, and it's also a good thing for you, because, you know, somebody challenging your worldviews is always a good thing. Yeah. Hold on. She's on indefinite hiatus. Wait, really? What? Wait, Rima? Oh, holy fuck. I have been off the grid for like 24 hours and she said that she's on Oh, okay. I need to talk to Rima. Holy fuck. I've been off of the internet for a while. No, the Lola. Oh, you mean Lola? What's that? Oh, yeah, I saw that Lola is actually like, yeah. Lola said she was graduating. Oh, she changed it. She changed it to indefinite hiatus. Okay, so I actually kind of feel bad for Lola here, chat. Because what happened to Lola is actually what's happening to Lola, I mean, and what she's probably feeling is also what I'm feeling. Like getting cancelled and being forced to graduate / hiatus. Because I went fucking Menhera and thought everybody hated me. I felt so unwelcome. Everything that I built up came crashing down. I genuinely felt like I didn't have a future in this industry anymore. So I quote unquote graduated. Yeah, look, chat, Menhera episodes, you do not want to underestimate the Menhera episodes. It will fuck you up. It will genuinely fuck you up. Yeah. She said she wasn't sure if she was graduating. Yeah, I saw that tweet. I saw that tweet from her. You feel bad for people? I know, Kong. That's like a criticism that I wholeheartedly accept, and I'm also trying to change. Like, I feel like I'm too nice to people, or I'm too, like, empathetic. And then at the same time, people that don't watch me think I'm too mean, or I'm too aggressive, or I'm too much of an asshole. So it's like, it's either you think I'm too nice, or you think I'm an asshole. Yeah. It's something like that. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Anyway, where the fuck was that video? We're going to react to the other video now. HoloCure commentary. I'm just gonna watch this. Oh, here we go. Was it this one? No, it's not that one. Fuck, where is it? What was that video? Chat, what was that video? Can somebody walk back? Can somebody walk back? What was that fucking video called?
No, not the Asmongold video. It was something explaining why HoloCure was popular or popped off the way it did. It was not from Asmongold, no. Why HoloCure is good? Hold on. It was something like this, I think. Not Mug Thief. The fan game is better than the inspiration. The fan game is better. Thank you, Sketch. Oh, not Sketch. Thank you, Foolishly Fool. Empathic, not empathetic. Because empathetic sounds pathetic and that's not a real word. Oh, okay. Okay, here you go. Okay, we're gonna watch this. But I'm gonna pee for a moment. Hold on. Hold on. Wah. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay. Am I muted? Okay, so the video is good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I peed. I'm a guy, chat. Of course I pee fast. Oh, by the way, chat, I don't know what's going on with the Lola situation. I don't really hate her. Like I said, my opinion is I don't care, so don't, like, I don't know, don't try to push me into thinking that she's a bad person or a good person. I couldn't care, honestly. I really don't. Did you wash your hands? Of course I washed my hands. I'm not an animal. Alright, let's watch this video.
One of the most important aspects of creating media and content is often where the creator's inspiration is derived from. Plenty of art is inherently inspired by something, whether it be an event within the life of the creator or simply taking something that works and using it as a base. Where this becomes an issue is when the line between inspiration and ripoff becomes blurred. We've all seen our fair share of Minecraft and Fall Guys ripoffs, not sponsored, as well as how AAA studios will try to make their 30th looter shooter off the back of Destiny's success. Where a game like Gotham Knights or the now defunct Last of Us 2 factions will see the live service model as easy billions, titles like Celeste will see the potential in previous works and successfully iterate on top of them. What matters most is whether
God, Celeste was such a good game.
a game is good enough to shake off the allegation of being a clone or ripoff, sometimes accidentally surpassing the original in the process.
Hold on, aside from HoloCure, what's a ripoff, a quote-unquote ripoff, that's actually better than the original? I wonder.
Vampire Survivors is a game that wears its inspiration on its sleeve while simultaneously managing to be a pioneer for its hyper-niche genre. Vampire Survivors, despite its popularity, is not necessarily a new
League
concept.
of Legends? Oh yeah, actually you're so right. League of Legends actually came off as a ripoff. Like it was a ripoff of the mod from Dota. Yeah. Genshin. Oh yeah, Genshin as well. Genshin was literally a fucking Breath of the Wild ripoff. And somehow they're more successful and yeah, holy shit. Okay, interesting.
For Luca Galante's game
Nah,
has been
Dota better. I mean, you have your opinions, right? I just think League is better because it's a type of video game that personally fits my sort of style.
cited as taking inspiration from iOS game Magic Survival, and even then, Vampire Survivors is very reminiscent of other old twin-stick shooters like Geometry Wars or I Made a Game with Zombies in it. What separates Vampire Survivors and Magic Survival from other twin-stick games is the reversal of the formula. Other twin-stick shooters often focus on the player dodging increasingly complex enemies and bullet patterns. At most, you get a few power-ups while your enemies functionally become Toho bosses. In Vampire Survivor, rather than dodging dozens of enemies and millions of bullets on screen, you are the gun. Stacking several weapons and power-ups in these games can very quickly lead to an absolute visual vomit on the screen. With the player model barely being visible behind a bunch of fireworks and spinning sides,
Yeah.
the controls are also pretty simple.
Anybody that's watching that shit would not understand what it means. That's the problem with, I think, Vampire Survivors and HoloCure. It feels like it's fucking like a dumpster fire.
of like random sprites and assets and visuals. Anybody who doesn't understand how it works, it actually gets confused. That's actually what happened to me.
To capitalize on this. The only real decision in combat is where you're moving, while the weapons largely use themselves. The simple formula disintegrates any barrier for entry, as the fundamental gameplay boils down to trying your best not to run into enemies, something most players can probably understand they have to do. This is coupled with the experience gain and item unlocks, which both have a very visceral sense of gratification, not unlike going to a casino and hitting a jackpot. The sound effect
There's
of
a
picking up
DC?
EXP or
DLC?
unlocking a chest or waiting for an item to drop is addicting, and being able to get that dopamine from a $5 game beats the hell out of spending $500 at a slot machine. Runs in Vampire Survivor are also relatively short and satisfying, leading to a very one more run mentality in players who don't realize they've already sunk their last 5 hours into playing.
Yeah, that's
Further
what
by the
happened to
prospect of
HoloCure.
unlocking new weapons or items to have even crazier runs. None of this is to say that Vampire Survivors isn't complex, as its simple gameplay allows for Galante to subvert expectations and create extremely unique unlocks and Easter eggs throughout. This can largely be felt through the unlockable relics in the game, which range from cosmetic or musical changes to being able to spawn more items in the overworld or unlock different game modes altogether. The Arcana system being just one of several which completely change the way you approach every run after it's unlocked. Vampire Survivors 1 hour in is barely recognizable to how your run's gonna look 100 hours in. This isn't even getting into the depth to be found in different stages, characters, and weapons or items, which do a lot towards making the game feel extremely fresh, despite however many hours you've already put into it.
I saw a comment in chat. If I remember correctly, there's also an H game that is in this category. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about Glory and Miserable Survivors. Don't ask me why I know.
To it. For me, the game only really started to falter around 90 hours in, which is the highest praise I can give to a game that I thought would start off very simple and small. Galante's team has also done a fantastic job of supporting the game, with updates being frequent and sizable from its drop on early access in December 2021 all the way to now. Galante and the rest of his team have also been incredibly transparent, with roadmaps and announcements explaining what the future of the game hold or why content may sometimes face a lull. Since being released, Vampire Survivors has functionally become the picture-perfect example of indie game development, with a team that respects its fan base and have only continued putting out more of what the people want.
Yeah.
So then, why isn't it my favorite Vampire Survivor like anymore?
Yeah.
HoloCure Save the Fans is a vampire.
What's the title? Glory and Miserable Survivors. Hey, I'm not gonna pin it. I'm not gonna pin it in the chat. Boom. If you wanna play it, go play it. I'm just saying, it's out there. And the gallery is actually pretty good. The gallery is pretty good.
Survivor-like game developed by Caillou, based around the Hololive series of Vtubers. For those unaware, Vtubers are the funny anime streamers who occasionally pop up on your feed saying funny words or getting into drama.
Thank you.
A lot. HoloCure is not even remotely shy about the fact that it's inspired by Vampire Survivors, a game that was hugely popular with the aforementioned streamers.
Yeah.
But that is by no means an indictment of HoloCure.
There was an entire fucking... There was like... Vampire Survivors was basically fucking everyone. Every single VTuber in JP was playing, even in Ijisanji.
In much the same way Vampire Survivors iterated on top of the formula set up by Magic Survival, HoloCure changed the game by adding more buttons. HoloCure added features such as aiming, special abilities, and strafe movement, which again all sound very simple on the surface, but immediately set the feel of HoloCure apart from its contemporaries. I'm sure we've all seen runs of Vampire Survivor which boil down to being so powerful that you could just kind of stand there, and I think what stops HoloCure from feeling that way is both the aiming mechanics and how long runs are. By having 20-minute runs be the standard, it's much easier to hop in and out of runs quickly and seamlessly, especially due to this helping pace the game so you never really reach that standstill endgame. Having to aim most of your weapons also means that you're largely forced to keep yourself engaged. To get the most out of your build, you often need to play actively. Being able
I feel like we're missing a key point here. We're also playing as a cute anime girl, and them doing cute, funny shit.
Weapon actually wasn't a standard for every character initially, but it eventually became so important to the game that Caillou actually implemented aiming for almost every projectile-based character. And trying to avoid aiming just kind of doesn't work for most characters. Very few characters allow you to AFK while the game plays itself, and for those types of characters, it's largely intentional rather than accidental. And HoloCure's handling of characters is what largely sets it apart from the original, with each idol having their own weapon, special, and 3 skills unique to them. One of the biggest complaints with Vampire Survivors is that once you unlock a couple of the strongest...
It's pretty much the same fucking thing, and the sprites are not appealing. Meanwhile, we have a bunch of cute girls. I think that's an important factor. I think so, at least.
is that once you
I
unlock
have no knowledge of gameplay mechanics, but I think in terms of aesthetic, HoloCure just wins by a fucking mile, and I think that's part of the reason why it has such a massive broad appeal.
a couple of the strongest characters, the older ones start to feel largely irrelevant, an issue which HoloCure will likely never run into. While not all characters are created equal, each of them have aspects that set them apart and cannot be transferred between one another. While Vampire Survivors allows every character that isn't Mortasio to eventually unlock the bone, you can't give Amelia's gun to Ollie. This means that your favorite character will boil down to playstyle preference rather than a single attribute which can largely be replicated.
Yeah.
This is furthered by the unique nature of many items in HoloCure,
Yeah, I know, Nano
which often
Spam.
allow you to build into specific
Yeah.
paths. You can make your character a glass cannon or a heal bot or some mixture of the two, just to name some options. The changes to HoloCure's gameplay also open up a plethora of options for the developer to iterate within the runs
Mel.
themselves.
Hi,
When
Mel.
it comes to the base game modes, HoloCure is notably more difficult than Vampire Survivor, with enemies becoming much harder within any given run, as well as throughout the various stages the player can unlock. Personally, HoloCure enemies progress in a far more organic way than Vampire Survivors, with most of the
He's
threat in
dead.
Vampire Survivors just kind of being screen overload. While HoloCure initially copies the screen overload difficulty of its predecessor, this feels far more intentional. Caillou designed the stages to smoothly transition Vampire Survivors fans and newer players from simple avoid the enemy mechanics to much more involved bullet hell-esque gameplay. This
Yeah,
also allows
I
players to adapt
actually
and
love.
improve at their own
Okay,
flow.
so the bullet hell, I love my Toho games. So the bullet hell elements actually made it so much deeper. They're so fucking based for that.
As the player can just choose a stage that better correlates with the difficulty they're seeking. Difficulty isn't everything to an enjoyable game, but I find the difficulty curve in HoloCure giving me much more reason to keep coming back to it compared to Vampire
Yeah.
Survivors. Where the glamour of becoming overpowered eventually runs dry in Vampire Survivors, HoloCure instead stays fresh by always having some greater difficulty or objective to climb towards. It should be noted that HoloCure also has an upgrade system akin to Vampire Survivors.
I don't know about that last point. I feel like HoloCure eventually, when you spend like 100 fucking hours, right? And you hit a wall, I feel like it eventually hits that wall. Yeah.
Particularly in how technically both of them have an endless grinding sort of system to power up each character, with the chief difference being the cap on all character upgrades. Rather than in Vampire Survivors where the golden egg system just kind of feels like a big time sink, in HoloCure the G rank and fan rank makes it fun and engaging to get money and level your favorite character without ever reaching the ridiculous heights that the golden eggs do. Also, I just like grinding for the outfits and character designs more. I just think they're neat.
Yeah.
HoloCure
Thank you. He mentioned it very late. Yeah. The aesthetic, I think, plays a very huge factor.
is also one of the strangest fan games I've seen, due in large part to the overwhelming amount of people who just don't know it's a fan game. It's not as though HoloCure does a bad job of referencing and showing appreciation for the brand, since nearly
Yes, they
every
do.
single item is a reference in some way or another to some meme or VTuber or something with the audience. Rather, I think it shows how powerful quality can actually be for a brand or product. I could tell any of my friends to play this game if I think they'd be into it, and I guarantee most of them would at least somewhat enjoy it, despite many of them not watching Hololive content.
Yeah.
For some folks, this is the best way to get into VTubing in the genre, since it shows how much love and dedication fans are willing to put into their favorite IP. HoloCure is almost an anomaly in this case, as it is
Yeah. And you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why, chat? Because this isn't even like sucking on Hololive's cock or anything, or even Hololive fans. It's because literally fucking Hololive fans are... How do I want to say this without being sucky? Hololive fans are just cracked. They're just super cracked compared to like most fan bases. I don't know. I've been around multiple fandoms, right? Dedicated, more than dedicated. Like, I've been around multiple fandoms, right? I really have. But I've never seen a much more passionate fan base in like a micro niche than Hololive fans. I never have. And it's like, any person can dismiss that, but when you try to think about it, I don't think there is. We're like way too dedicated to a point that it's autistic at some point. Yeah. I feel like we go a little too hard, but at the same time, that's kind of base, that's kind of huge. Like, they have some of the best people. They really do. Hololive fans have like probably the most talented people that are in this industry right now. Like Mazumaro, primarily a Hololive fan, is the one that's getting like commissioned by a shit ton of smaller VTuber. Anything that comes out of a Hololive fan is like sought out by all VTuber agencies. That's just what happens. Yeah. Jesus. The good side of parasocialism? Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people overlook that. A lot of people overlook that. Like, passion is something that Hololive and like VTuber and Idol fans have a game that's that's unbeatable. They really do. Hololive fans are as passionate as Sonic fans. They both have their entire groves of fans that make their own games. There are so many Sonic fan games that make an expo. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm just talking about this from a relative point of view. Probably because there's just two... yeah, maybe I am saying this out of bias, by the way. It's just that I have seen so much fucking work being made by like actual Hololive fans and like not too much done by fans that are outside Hololive. There's always an overlap. People need to stop equating autistic with talented. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just that it's funny. Yeah. Because cover encourages and compensate these fans unlike any color. Well, there's that and the fact that like they just encourage much more positivity, you know? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's something that I actually have to like look into more. Why is it that Hololive fans are like this compared to like every other VTuber fan base? I mean, Hololive being like the biggest VTuber agency is not it. It's not it. In fact, the smaller the community, the more passionate it's supposed to be. But in Hololive, that's not the case. I feel like I really have to study that. I really do. It's the idol thing. Yeah, idol culture definitely plays a part. 100%. 100 fucking percent.
Almost separate from its origin as a fan game in the first place. Where people know AM2R as a Metroid fan game or Black Mesa as a Half-Life fan game, HoloCure is simply known as HoloCure. If anything, I more often see people talk about Vampire Survivors and comparing the two as a selling point to the game, rather than its status as a fan game, almost allowing it to surpass any stigma that might be attached to the title of being a fan game. It does help that the game is free to play, and Caillou's reasoning for wanting to keep the game purely as a passion project without attaching monetization has kind of accidentally made the game much more charming for me. Many people would be glad to throw money at the game to support its development, as seen by how many people actually just ask to give the game money. There's a level of dedication to both the game and fandom as a whole that is immensely commendable. By keeping the game as a personal hobby, Caillou, deliberately or not, has directly aided in spreading a beneficial image for Hololive that's purely positive. For people who use HoloCure as a jumping off point towards the greater VTubing scene, one of the best fan creations being free only begs the question of what other high quality content is out there. And how much are fans willing to do just to support their favorite creators?
There is a fucking lot.
In this way, I actually think HoloCure harks back to a time in fan and indie game culture where folks made titles largely just to say, I made this. A behavior which largely feels absent in present internet spheres. This might just be my nostalgia talking, and smaller indie games aren't...
No, that's real. That's real. And I feel like it's because like the economy and like the world situation doesn't allow for that sort of shit to happen anymore. At least not as much. But Hololive fans are different. Well, not Hololive fans. VTuber fans are different because, like, for some reason, most Hololive fans, or not Hololive... Why do I keep saying Hololive fans? A lot of VTuber fans are, like, actually financially stable people. I have no idea.
Dead by any means, but it feels as though there was a shift at some point towards wanting to chase a sort of high associated with being the best rather than simply making stuff for the sake of making it. A lot of this stems from the idea that without doing what has already been proven to work, you won't see successful numbers others might, so it can kind of be tempting to just copy and paste whatever you like. This can be felt particularly well with massive communities such as Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, Friday Night Funkin', to name a few, where there are plenty of fan games or derivative titles that aren't necessarily bad, but just kind of phone it in. I think there's a lot more merit to mediocre or even just bad.
Yep, I make over 100k. I hope you're joking. I mean, I hope you're not kidding. If you're not, give me money.
Game,
thank you, Arturo.
Which took efforts to iterate on a formula over a bunch of polished copies of the same game that's already been made for the last 10 years. At the end of the day, if someone just copies what's already been made, why wouldn't I just play the original if I wanted that? If the goal from the offset is just to make Vampire Survivors again, but better, to cash in on the hype, then it just adds to a growing oversaturation that we see with most popular game genres.
Yeah,
a person
that
doesn't
makes
have to make
sense.
an entirely new or never before seen style of game to show off their creativity either.
I've
As
given you
many of the
plenty,
most
fam.
critically
I
acclaimed
know. I know.
Indie games are just people taking games they liked as kids or adults and just kind of adding their own spin to it. It is through the act of wanting to implement certain ideas into those games that we truly see the difference between a shining success or just kind of a dull clone. This is largely where so much of my praise for HoloCure stems from. I would call HoloCure unique in the same way that Shovel Knight or Stardew Valley are unique. Taking ideas that have been proven to work and mashing them in a way that feels familiar that no one else has really thought up before. A game doesn't have to be extremely original and groundbreaking in order for you to be able to appreciate the many efforts developers put in.
True.
With HoloCure, Caillou succeeded towards representing a property he clearly loves and cherishes with a game that many enjoy. It's usually for the best to just make a creation out of passion or enjoyment for one's inspiration, and if they happen to make it again but better, then that's more of a happy accident. And if there are any
Yeah, no, 100%. 100 fucking percent. God. I wish this guy became a Hololive fan. Is he a Hololive fan? Not a Hololive fan. At least not yet. You will be. You will be. Get into the rabbit hole, bitch. Come over here.
One of
I
the
will
most important
I
aspects
will
of creating
drag
me-
you kicking and screaming. And you will come out. You will come out brainwashed and not want to watch more VTubers. Yes. Link the video? Okay. Have some grocery for a few days or whatever this covers. Aw, thank you. That covers my sorry. Oh my god. 10 CAD. How much is 10 CAD in USD? Oh. Okay, yeah, no, that covers a week. That covers a week. At least me personally. But thank you. Also, thank you, Sachi. Little Ponycle. Oh my god.
One of the most
Anyway, yeah, I put it on the thank you for the dono. I put it on the thing. I put it on the link. He's a clip watcher. Okay, good. Look, we need more of that. We need more of that. Look. Here's the thing. I feel like Hololive has that perfect ratio of negative to positive. I really do feel that way. Like at certain points, right? At certain points, Hololive can be like toxic positivity. Like sometimes it's like, oh my god, you guys are so fucking weird. But at the same time though, I see this shit and I'm like, yeah, I'm so proud of this community. Yeah, man. God. I'm so proud, by the way, that Hololive became like my home community. Back when I discovered VTubing, Hololive was my first. But after the Coco drama, I genuinely was thinking of getting invested into other VTuber agencies. Like establishing a different home because I hated this fucking company. But you know, for some reason I stuck. I stuck with it. Maybe I was hoping that they would change. Maybe I was thinking that, you know what, maybe Coco is like, maybe Coco is, you know, this and that. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, oh, actually, you know what? Yeah. Hell yeah. Either, thanks for the super chat. I used HoloCure to get my coworker into Hololive and VTubers. Do that more. Do that more. Of the big news that happened earlier this year. Hell yeah, Frosty Flakes. I hope you stay in the rabbit hole, I mean. Did you see Kason without the makeup? Yeah, I have seen Kason without the makeup. She occasionally does streams without the makeup. Yes. Watch Gura. This is Hololive clip. Oh wait, I think I actually caught this on her stream.
Hi, honey!
Like somebody just came in asking what the fuck I'm watching, and then she just makes a personalized introduction.
What are you watching? I am a shark that is also part girl.
Yes.
This is Hatsune Miku. I like her a lot.
What a good introduction.
Oh. That's
a butt. Yep.
This is Hololive.
Gura's still an icon? Of course she is. Gura never went away. This needs to become a meme. This needs to become a meme. Wait, actually, you know what? I wanna see Gura's numbers. I feel like she's been streaming a lot lately. Oh, she has another. Is the world healing? What's going on here? Wait. 11 days ago. 9 days ago. 5, 4. Bro, Gura is back. She is actually back. Chumbud status. What's going on? How the Chumbuds feeling? Don't jinx it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. I cannot jinx it. Her birthday is on the 20th. Wait, really? I don't even know Gura's birthday. Gura birthday. You know what? If she's actually just doing this to like drum up attention for her birthday, I think I'd actually respect that. I think I would like, yeah, actually, you know what? That's kind of based, you know. Maybe she's just doing this for like an easy cash grab, and I'm like, yeah. 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 That's kind of based. I don't know. It's like she returned after the GEN's last wave. Probably. Also a cover for new Lolikami. Wait, she has a Lolikami cover? No, she doesn't have a Lolikami cover. I feel like if she did, that would be super fucking cool. She has a baseball collab coming up next month. That's probably something. Yeah, probably. Cover Corp probably told Gura to stream more. Because, you know, at a certain point, right? This is no longer excusable. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Gura has, like, health problems. Maybe she does. I haven't seen anything. But, like, if I was a company, I would probably, like, also kind of complain about it. Like, hey, you haven't streamed in, like, fucking months. Do you want to do something about it? You know, stuff like that. Olikami is in the works. She hinted at it. Maybe I missed that part of the stream. Bro, she retweets a lot. A lot. Oh god, I'm gonna get... Why did I expect Gura to be like... She really likes being a lolly, huh? She really likes being a lolly. It might have been perfect from her. From your recent video, I've noticed a trend. Most people talking about how VShojo has changed. Forgot to mention Giga. Can't blame you though. Well, I mean... full respect to like Giga and all. But she wasn't really relevant into like... the changing of VShojo's reputation. Like, you know, again, I do respect Giga as a content creator, but it's like, you know, she's not really relevant into, like, the change. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Tharja. Have you seen that little rat Ethan Ruff is trying to start shit with VTubers because Pipa made fun of him? I have, and he's a pathetic little worm, and I don't want to give him attention. Giga made collabs. More collabs happen, though. I know. Like, again, Giga has done some stuff for VShojo, but maybe, I don't know if there's, like, behind-the-scenes stuff that Giga has done to make sure, to, like, change the ecosystem in VShojo, made stuff happen, but in general, a lot of people, and even I myself, do not really see that as, like, a major factor. Oh, thank you, Douglas Diaz. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. And like, you know, your usual super chats. Not super chats. Yeah. Another thing that makes people forget about Giga, she explicitly forgets people to draw an SFW art of her avatar. But why? Well, you know, I can respect that. I can respect that. She's the reason why Kali's stepping back from streaming, I think. Wasn't she supposed to have like a surgery? Kali, I mean. Yeah, I think Kali just has a surgery or something. Like she's just resting. Or maybe, I don't know. I saw that. I don't think Ethan Ralph has anything to do about it.
She had her surgery already. Yeah, I know. Like she's resting from. She's recovering from it. Is what I mean. Yeah. Hold on. What? Hold on. Going through my fucking Discord right now. Let's see. What are other stuff that you guys wanted me to react to? By the way, I choose like videos that are intellectually stimulating. Like actually interesting videos. Like clips are okay as well, but like, you know. Hold on. She is a lolly. Gura? Of course Gura is a lolly. Yeah, I mean, literally, she's she's literally what makes a lot of V-tweeters seethe. Because a lot of people in here, a lot of people wants to think that VTubing, lollies in VTubing is not allowed. And it's like, no, shut the fuck up, fucking tourist. What, Gura is a lolly? I don't know, man. Like obviously, like I don't know I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like, yeah. Hold on. There's a lot of shoe on head videos, but I feel like I've watched a lot of these already. Hold on. The lolly is a lolly. Hey, Mimo. I haven't noticed you for a while, man. Is the last VOD gonna be gone forever? No, the last VOD is back. Hold on. Yeah, the last VOD is back. I reinstated it. Did I? Yeah, I did. It's back. Gura said on her last stream she's only 4.5. 4.5. Yeah, she's like one of the actual genuinely taller, smaller members. She's actually like super fucking short. Apparently there was another disastrous convention in the Philippines. Really? Hold on. You're not talking about not off guy. You're not talking about Conquest, are you? What's going on here? You didn't cut the VOD? I did not cut the VOD. Yeah. Crony was at off guy in person? That's crazy. I mean, yeah. A lot of VTubers are in off guy. Pokeverse was sold as the premier Pokemon themed in the Philippines and it's a fire festival. Okay. Go away, ads! Please! Stay away. Okay, I can still see this. Okay, whatever. Fan run convention in the Philippines meant to bring Pokemon fans together while bearing a strikingly familiar tagline to another card event called PokeCon run by Pokemon Philippines. Okay. However, when the attendees arrived, they discovered multiple inconsistencies between promotional material and the actual event. Attendees described the event as barren, with large areas of the convention space dedicated to one of the event sponsors, Friga, a Zodiac-themed charm company. Another sponsor was the NFT. Oh my god. NFTs are still alive? So it's fan-made? I guess it's fuck off. I guess it's fan-organized. Yeah, can I see pictures? I want to see pictures. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, I want to see pictures. Dian, since you're also Filipino, would this be considered false marketing? I don't know. Like, probably, like, if there's like a discrepancy between what's being marketed, then, yeah. Hold on. A lot of the NFT scammers are moved into AI. Of course.
so barren that there are no photos. I can believe that. God, I wish there were photos. I imagine that's it. I imagine that's it. That's literally it. Of course, tech doesn't die. Scammers have AI now. Blockchain is just doing its thing. Good for crypto. I mean, I suppose like there has been a lot of arguments not recently, a long time ago that the technology of crypto is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just being used by scammers a lot. And I think the same argument could be made for AI. AI has a shit ton of possibilities, but a lot of people are using it for like money reasons, like for like the wrong reasons. And you know what? Yeah, fuck them. This is why people can't have good things, chat. Really, seriously. Logan Paul is probably gonna have like another AI something. Not just Logan Paul, but a lot of those fucking people. Like Ice Poseidon is probably gonna have an AI. I'm probably gonna have an AI. It's just that when like great leaps in technology happens like this, everyone is going to want to cash in on it. Yes. The tech of crypto has its uses, but it's somewhat niche. Meanwhile, AI has a lot of possibility uses. And I think that's the danger, Correlate. I think that's the danger. Because AI is so, like, spread out and has a lot of genuine uses, a lot of people are going to be fooled much easier. I heard a KR talent was supposed to be a Blue Archive VTuber. She was instantly axed because Blue Archive at the time needed fixes because of player feedback. Oof. Didn't we talk to your AA chat box? Yes, I did. Yes, we did. Hold on. For an AI in art, give me something to help with tracing and shading, not the whole generation of GPAG. There's also actually, I don't know how, I really have to think about this argument, but there was also the argument about how AI art is not unethical because, like, it copies. Okay, so AI art copies over the artists of other people, right? But then artists also copy the art of other people. So it's like, in a way, it's not necessarily bad, but at the same time, it kind of is. AI assistance versus AI generation. Yeah, I feel like I really have to think about that. It feels like it's a slippery slope that I really have to think about. Using AI as a tool rather than a replacement is good. I want to be optimistic about AI, but it can go too far too quick. Yeah, man, blame people that are greedy. Blame people that are absolutely... Yo! My Menhera video has 128 fucking views. That's wild, brother. That is wild. I think the difference is that real artists need to put effort into learning AI, while AI art is just generated. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, it's getting recommended. That's good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I saw a lot about this. I saw this. I feel like I should react to false videos at this point. I feel like I should react to news just to catch up on a lot of things. Just to catch up. I would only accept AI generation if it's used to replicate dead artists' damaged works. I feel like that's actually also kind of unethical by its own right. Because if it replaces damaged work, wouldn't that be super disrespectful and loses the cultural and the actual value of the art itself? Of the damaged art itself? I don't know. See, like, AI is it's such a divisive topic, and I feel like that's a half good, half bad thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Why is Asmongold Gold reacting to Shiori and Nerissa?
Please wrap it up. Oh god. I love that. Oh fuck. Oh my god.
God, I still can't believe Asmongold saw that me and Shiori.
What is this?
I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry, my guy.
And okay, do you know Asmund Gold?
He looks exactly like that other guy.
I saw this.
See, exactly. So when people ask me like, do you know Asmund Gold?
Is that racist? I feel like according to Twitter logic, that would be racist. But because it's against a white man, it's not racist. It's like saying, look, it's like saying every single Chinese person looks the same. That's like sort of racist, but at the same time, not really. But at the same time, everyone kind of agrees with it. But it's not really racist. It's weird.
I said, woo! So I thought like they're not the same person.
No.
Is this racism?
Yeah, look, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I have a feeling that according to Twitter logic, that would be racism. Right? Nerissa's also white though. Yeah, I guess Nerissa has no problems with saying that because she's white. You can't be racist to your own race.
I think this is racism. I'm being racially profiled.
So what is it, Penguin Zero? I don't know what his name is. I watch him all the time. Look, I have valid reason. So I don't actually watch Penguin Zero. Okay, I listen to him and then I change this so I do other things. So I
yeah, she's white noise. Like, I also watch like Charlie Jesus, as white
right?
noise.
So they don't even know what he looks. How do you watch somebody on YouTube? You don't know what they look like.
I mean, it happens.
So I just have never gotten a great look at them.
I would like to apologize on behalf of Nerissa Ravenclaw.
And Shiori.
Hi, Rias.
He will never see this, but I am formally
Oh,
apologizing.
he sees it.
Sorry, my guy.
Oh my god.
He sees it.
I know the penguin one from the memes, like the reaction, like the.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the misinput memes?
I only know
Where's the
Asmund
misinput
Gold
memes?
because,
Jesus,
my
man.
sister watches him, and I feel like that's the one everyone talks
Oh
about.
god.
But then the one in my recommended is always, I think his name is Charlie. I don't know. Moist critical.
Oh god.
Not gonna lie, I did mistake them too at the beginning.
They're so stupid.
They are stupid. I agree. They are stupid, but that's why they're funny.
That was just so fun.
Oh
Okay, chat. I have a question for you guys, chat. I have a question for you. Is it sort of sexist that we enjoy dumb, funny women, or that we enjoy women because they're we enjoy the VTubers because they're dumb? Is that like sexist? It's a preference. You can say that without saying. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right, Piprick. Yeah, it's like saying, yeah, like fucking XQC, not XQC. Fucking what's his face? What's his face? That one other person that's like super dumb. Not XQC. I don't think XQC is actually like dumb, but like show speed. Yeah, I show speed. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking of XQC. I like sometimes I show speed is so fucking dumb. He becomes accidentally funny. Jackass was a TV show. True gender equality exists.
God.
True.
Wait, who is Moist? Isn't it a penguin?
Yeah, they're the same. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they're the same, but.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
but
guess.
This looks so dumb, but it's funny as fuck. This is.
Yeah.
It's like
One
impressively
is on
dumb.
YouTube and the other's on Twitch, then that makes sense on why I don't get recommended Asmund Gold. I don't.
Oh
use
my
it.
god. Oh, they're
I watched the
YouTube streamers.
Yeah.
Asmund Gold, the guy, being mad at you.
What?
I know. So did I. It ruined my life. How was I supposed to expect that the VTuber world would cross over with
The real-
commentator world?
Imagine who made that happen. Me. I made that fucking happen. Teehee.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's the end of it clip, I guess. Oh, never mind.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say, man. I really don't. This is fucking funny. And what's this here? Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I saw Asmund film the clip. I thought.
So she's still talking shit. It's not even one, it's two?
It's funny. Asmin, sorry.
Of course there's
I don't
two.
know people too well. but I know you now.
Multiple
My
clippers
friend
are gonna
told
have
me
to...
about you.
Bro, clippers see that shit and they see gold. That's just what
Said
happens.
that,
How many views
you-
does
you
this
li-
have? 200k view. Ugh, see? Exactly. Exactly.
Live like you live in a place. Oh, I don't want to say it. It's kind of mean though, isn't it? It's messy. That's
Whoa, hey, yo, like real quick, like that room is pretty clean. Like that's a
I
pretty
agree.
clean room, bro.
I agree. It's disorganized, but it's pretty clean. Come on.
Like, look,
Come on.
like there's nothing on that fucking desk except for like 2 cups. Like there's that. I mean, but like that's only one thing, right?
messy. That's all I know. It's messy. Like imagine.
Chat, it's not clean. What do you mean, bro? I mean, it's not messy. It's like disorganized. There's a difference between like fucking dirty ass messy room versus disorganized, right? My room is disorganized, but it doesn't have like cum stains and like gunk and fucking expired fucking KFC boxes lying in it and like roaches breeding on the Coke boxes. Like, come on.
Animal Crossing.
It's okay.
But they never fixed up the furniture just yet.
Hey,
Shiori, you're actually offending
I used
me.
to have my TV on the floor.
Yeah. What's
Wait
wrong
a
with that?
second.
What's wrong with that? Wait, Shiori's hurting my
There's
feelings
my TV
here.
on the fucking floor.
Shiori's hating my feelings here.
Saying that I exaggerate things, I make things.
And there's a red sofa.
Okay, no, this is
How did
fucked
she
up.
fucking know?
This is fucked up.
Missing a toilet? Yeah, true.
No, that's fucking.
This is upsetting.
Clean your room. I'm moving to my to a different apartment. I don't. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, I do have to kind of clean my room. You know, I might get fucking sued or something.
I'm just gonna say it's like an Animal Crossing house. He's
Yeah.
just not ready to decorate just yet.
Yeah.
No, I am saying sorry.
Men don't think about decorating their rooms because men like their rooms super barren, simplistic, and functional and practical, and that's it. A bed, a computer, a chair, and a table, and a TV maybe, and maybe like a dresser or something. That's it. That's it. That's me. That's all I need to live.
I'm really trying here.
Speak for yourself, really?
Great for you. Oh, that'd be a fun stream.
And
Like,
all
I
your
can
holo
recommend you
merch.
furniture.
No, the holo merch, Ameki, the holo merch goes to my shrine on the other room. Or on my basement. Yes.
No, I don't wanna.
No, you gotta understand, right? Is that all of the furniture is exactly where it needs to be, and
True.
it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
True. And fucking moving it around just makes me forget where this is where I actually hate it when my okay, so sometimes, right, when my mom, this happened last year, when my mom like visited my apartment just to check up on me and stuff, right? And like I went out and she said she was gonna clean up, right? Little fucking mom cleaning up after his son. Yeah, that's normal. So I went out. I had some school stuff going on because I was still at school during this time. I came back and I genuinely felt like I was in a different room, in a different apartment. Like, where was everything? Why is the things that I put in different areas? Like, you know, it looks messy, I suppose, but there's like there's like an order to the chaos, you know? I know exactly where things are put. You literally ask me, hey, where the fuck are the screwdrivers thing? And I remember, yeah, it's under my bed. No, not the other bed. No, not actually under the bed. It's under the pillows. Not under the pillows, it's under the mattress. Like, I remember everything where I put it. So I would rather where it is stay that way. Relatable? Good. Good. Look, I don't know if that's just how men work, but yeah. It's like, yeah, again, beauty in the chaos. Oh yeah, where's your cum sock, Dian? I don't have a cum sock. I don't have a cum sock. Surprisingly, I don't have a cum sock. Why would I come to a cum sock? Just buy a lube and masturbate with your hands. Where are the Swippies bottles? Do you want to see it? It's actually organized, like neatly lined up on my sink.
Getting rid of this sofa over here, the one that says Zach's fucking couch. I'm thinking about getting rid of it, and might put another desk over there.
I don't want to apologize to person head mama. I think he'll beat me up. Why do I have to apologize? It was an accident. It was an honest Shiori mistake. No. For every streamer I get
That's a lot of work.
Hen Mama.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna destroy me. Oh, but would it be cool if I go up to them and say like, "Woo!" and then I just end the collab?
Hen Mama
Hen
seems
you don't
pretty
even know these
collaborative
people.
with
Wait, you don't
Shiori.
even know who Asagul is, do you? Hen Mama. Wait, you do? What the fuck? You watch people? Hen Mama. I thought all you did was work. What? Oh no!
She's such a fucking yapper. Show the piss bottles? No. Where's your
I
blood
feel if I
well?
let that girl decorate my house, it'd probably be even messier than it is now.
I feel like if I let Shiori decorate my house, it's going to be so much filled with carcasses and star symbols and like bugs. Like what's those things where bug carcasses and stuff like that? And you know what? I think that's actually gonna be pretty cool. Yeah. Carapace? You'd let her? Oh, of course I'd let her. Yeah, of course I'd let her. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? Yo, that's pretty huge, cronies. Hey! Watch my video. Get recommended. Okay, hold on. Okay. Nothing gets like nothing. Oh, I watched this video. I watched this clip from a long time ago. Holy shit. Yeah. I think that's it for tonight, chat. I think that's it for tonight. I would like to see this, but I don't know. It feels like it's a bit too long for a clip. Yeah. We need to. Should we react to Asmon Gold or something? I don't know. Hold on. I want to be able to find the sort of like chat. Look, here's the thing. When you want to recommend me videos, I kind of want to see that sort of videos that Asmon Gold reacts to. Like maybe not the gaming videos because I'm not too interested in like gaming videos aside from like especially gaming political videos like what's going on in Valorant and stuff like that. But I feel like generally speaking, I think the reason why I like Asmon Gold without necessarily I like Asmon Gold without necessarily watching his videos is because I feel like we are in the same brain waves, you know? Yeah. Documentaries. Yeah, I would. Yeah, topical videos, documentaries, stuff like that. Especially if it's like a VTuber. If it's a VTuber video, it's a VTuber related videos that's not from Rima, that's not from Parrot, or that's not from my immediate circle. I would like to see it. I would like to give, like, I would like to platform people that are actually smart and can talk about topics in the VTubing industry that are in manners that have never been, manners and direction that's never been done before. Yeah. I feel like those are also pretty cool. I'd like to react to those sort of videos. Yeah. Sunny V2 videos, Internet Historian. Bro, I'm just fucking waiting for an Internet Historian video so I can react to it. The reason why I haven't like watched, I haven't done an internet watch along, an internet video watch along is because I have seen all of this. It's a fucking impulse. When I see Internet Historian upload, I immediately watch it. I made Michi watch time-lapse of the future and gave her an existential crisis. Interesting. Asmon did react to the Selen situation. Yeah, I saw. Watch his channel 5 reactions. I don't want to react. I don't want to become a react Andy. That's the thing. Sunny V2 is only surface level, not a lot of meat. Okay, so here's the thing about Sunny V2 videos. I also used to have the criticism that Sunny V2 videos are super like surface level, like shallow. But the more I think about it, that's actually the reason why a lot of people like him. Because, chat, a lot of people, most people even, don't care about the details of documentaries of certain events and all that sort of shit. They only care about the broad strokes. And I'm actively trying to stop myself from like, you know, doing the same thing Sunny V2 does and just like covering things from a surface level perspective. Like I don't actually bring up receipts. Like I only fucking bring up like Reddit or Twitter posts that have like what, zero retweets and what 5 upvotes and stuff like that.
And I don't want to do that, but it has been it's slowly making its way into my fucking noggin over here. Again, I don't want to do that, but I can see why it happens. I grew an audience that wants to see details, that wants to see receipts, and that wants to see, like, you know, all that sort of shit. So I don't want to do what Sunny V2 is doing. But the way he does things, there's a market for that. Most people, again, just wants to watch the TLDR. They just want to see the short version. And that's why a lot of people watch Sunny V2. That's why a lot of people generally consider him as a content farm. Aren't you technically a React Andy already? Technically, yeah. B1M channel is one of my favorites. Aren't those normies or tourists? Yeah, but you have to realize normies and tourists are like the biggest audience in ever. In like literally everywhere. Yeah. Why not just do that in YouTube Shorts? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that in YouTube Shorts. I don't know. I don't have the energy, I guess. How come I've never heard of him till now? Sunny V2? You've never heard of Sunny V2? I don't know. Maybe you're not in the commentary circle. But Sunny V2 is very infamous. Yeah, normies are the majority. I don't know if I appeal to normies though. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. It depends. I want to be the goal of my videos is to be able to appeal to normies while also having a wink wink nudge nudge to the people that are also in the know. That's my goal of my video. I don't know if I'm succeeding in there. I don't get recommended his vids as much as now. Yeah? You'd have to cut back on your cursing, bro. I'm trying. Oh wait, actually I think I did. Eden. I think I'm actually actively, like, I catch myself erasing like bad words and cursing in my current videos. In my last videos, I curse like 2 times every minute. Yeah. "99% of who watch videos does not subscribe." I mean, yeah, look at me, man. Look at me. I have like 98k videos, and some of my videos reach like 500,000. Yeah. So appeal to normies. No, I don't want to appeal to normies. I want to be appealing to normies. Yes. But yeah, again, videos like interesting, like, again, thought-provoking, intellectually stimulating videos are something that are my jam, chat. So if you guys want to recommend that, again, go over on my on my Discord server, send me videos. I will also react to clips though, but I'm really picky on the clips that I'm interested in. Yeah. B1M.
This.
Okay, so chat, this is something that I'm interested in, but these are the sort of topics that I would probably just watch, but without streaming. Because when I watch shit like this, right, I come in as a learner. Like, my knowledge of these things are very surface level, very bare bones. I would probably not be able to, like, give off decent commentary. I would literally pull a sniper wolf. Like, I'm just laughing and like saying, "Oh, that's interesting," and stuff like that. I would literally just put up a fucking silver wolf stuff. A silver wolf situation, I mean. Yeah. I would just do this. It's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Saudi Arabia has a 2 million... Oh my god, why are they doing this? That is so stupid. I feel like Saudi Arabia should be doing a lot of good things than their money than to pull up like useless fucking projects. They're making a 19 billion plan to save New York's JFK airport. Imagine what that would do to student loans and the people that actually matter. Paris is doubling the size of its metro. Is it to accommodate the tourists? This is the world's most remote infrastructure project, and nobody knows what it is? Like, you know, shit like that. Like, like, you know, generally fucking dumb shit like that. Yeah. I'm cringing on the inside. Hey man, it is what happens. It is what happens. But anyway, chat. I think that's it for today. Yes. Should it be in English? Yeah, kind of. I mean, if it's like translated, sure, but like, yeah, you don't have a great pair of personalities, DN. It's a weakness, yes. Let's try to limit the reaction content, though. Oh yeah, no, 100%. I think the past two, okay. The past two streams have been reaction content because like a few people were kind of upset that I was like holding off on my reaction content regarding Parrot's videos and a few other things. And because essentially the VShojo video and a director's cut of my own videos is basically a reaction video, it only made sense that I was going to do some more reaction content. But anything else aside from that barely has any reaction content. So relax. I'm not going to fucking you know, I'm not going to turn up fucking reaction content to a wumbo. Yeah. But anyway, chat, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed the streams. I hope you guys had fun. It's morning for some of you and evening for some, so I hope you have a good day at work, or you have a good day at school, or you're gonna have a good sleep. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what timeline you live in, but I hope you have a good day, chat. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for the stuff. I will be Niji ID video is coming in probably next month or something. Not next month, next week. Like within the week. Yeah, probably like 6 days from now or something. But yes. Anyway, chat. Bye-bye. See ya, chat. Bye-bye. 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 Thank you for the donos as well. Bye-bye.